What We Beat Last Week is a podcast for adults with discussions of a range of sensitive topics. Read the description for specific content warnings. General spoiler warning for all the media we're about to discuss. If you don't want to hear spoilers for a certain thing, you can skip to the next chapter.
Welcome to episode 11 of What We Beat Last Week, the podcast where we talk about all media we beat in the last week, including books, movies, TV shows, video games, music, and everything else. My name is Josiah, and I'm joined by Rachel.
Hello.
Nikki.
Hi.
And Joey.
Hello. I promised something last week and I didn't deliver on it.
Trucker information?
Yep. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Trucking's operational costs reached new high of $2.336 per mile in 2025. Driver pay increases and, quote, we don't see any signs of that slowing down. $61.7 million awarded by U.S. DOT to 4 states and increase truck parking.
The U.S.
headline
DOT
didn't make-
is the United States Department of Transportation, in case anyone doesn't understand.
That's right.
Acronym City.
They're not in the trucking world like we are.
I read that truckers are a huge portion of podcast listeners because they're always on the road. So they
God, imagine how many audiobooks.
Right,
I'm in the
exactly.
wrong field.
well, that's so. I think we just need to
Nikki the
ingratiate
trucker
ourselves.
is next.
We're going to ingratiate ourselves with the trucker
I respect a truck driver.
demographic.
America would not run without truck drivers.
This episode
Our economy would crumble without them.
is dedicated to truckers.
Thank
Now-
you, truckers.
Except for the one that hit my car.
Oh yeah,
And
Pushed us
mine
off
is
the
the
road.
one.
And
Didn't
then
you get hit by a
drove
Morton?
off.
No, we might have to bleep this part out so we don't get sued, but I did back in the day get hit by a truck. Yeah, we probably should edit that part out though, because I did get settlement money.
Oh.
I did get settlement money, so we'll have to leave that part
yeah,
out.
Okay.
Did you? I'm searching on my phone because I'm fucking crazy. I think it was on SNL. There were several comedians who have done Netflix specials, and they're
Yes.
saying thank you for all the money, Netflix. And then Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was. He's like, I haven't gotten my Netflix special. I made all my money on the road. And one of them was like, oh, touring. He's like, no, when I got hit by a Walmart truck. He was fucked up from that.
Yeah,
Tracy
he
Morgan
still
is so
walks
funny.
weird.
Wow.
All right. Jesus.
You're supposed to do the exact same. Well,
I mean, like, it's... I think that's to his credit.
He's disabled.
It's to
man.
show how fucked up he got. I'm not saying that like as a dig against him.
Right,
It's
right,
like
right, right,
You
right.
think he's faking?
Oh my god.
I didn't say that, but a settlement is a settlement.
That's hilarious
I
for
wouldn't
him to
care if
say,
he was
though.
faking.
That's hilarious
Yeah,
for
it's
him to
really.
say.
It's like that episode of House where like it's like, you know how House has this like clinic hours, like B-C plot or whatever.
Mhm.
And it was that one dad who couldn't talk after he had like a botched surgery, and like, House just trying everything to get him to talk, and he's just like, blink at me if you're doing this for like because of the like the settlement money or whatever. And he like fucking
For the
hilarious.
he
listeners
like
at home,
shoved
Josiah
Botox
blinked.
into his neck. He like took a syringe of
Oh my gosh,
Botox
that'll kill
like
you.
right up into his neck and like squirted it. And he's like, I cured you. You should be able to talk now. I just put Botox in your vocal cords.
House
with-
knows what he's doing. He wouldn't
Yeah.
kill anyone.
More mouse bites.
Well,
More mouse bites. He doesn't need the medicine drug. Anyway,
that was a good aside, guys.
movies.
Movies.
We have good movies to talk about this time.
What do we want to start with? New movies?
Okay, we're gonna real quick rattle through a couple movies we
Okay,
didn't like.
okay.
Me and Nikki watched Disclosure Day. That's a new movie.
Disclosure Day.
Oh yeah.
Steven Spielberg. It's an alien movie. I really, really didn't like it.
it was bad.
It was bad.
What was bad about it?
The plot was boring and pretty nonsensical. The characters weren't good or likable. Nikki, what did you not like about it?
Same. And the only cool part, like the technology part, they only gave us like 2 seconds of.
Yeah, and also the technology also did suck and was boring. In addition,
Yeah, it
there
wasn't-
was some cool stuff, but like they had like a device. I kind of liked it. It was like the artifact, and it was just like a little thing that could do whatever.
Okay.
I mean,
And
helpful.
all I liked was that they called it the artifact and didn't expound on it like at all. It's some alien tool, and they just use it, and it's super dangerous. But I mean, it was.
Do you
just
think they
gross.
didn't expound upon it simply because it's bad writing, or do you think that was like a good, like, I don't think that was like an intentional choice. I think that was probably. Probably shitty.
I don't know. Yeah, with how the rest of the movie is, I would say it's probably not an intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably an oversight. They're like, oh fuck, we didn't explain. They're like, don't worry about it.
I give it 2 stones.
Oh.
2 out of 5.
2 out of
Gave
5.
it a 4.5 out of 10.
Okay. That's pretty bad.
It was bad.
Yeah, it's a bad.
I think
movie.
5. Like for me, 5. I don't know if we've talked about this before. Maybe on an unreleased episode. I feel like 5 is a competent movie in my opinion.
Out of 10.
5 out of 10 is like a movie that is just, it exists. I didn't like necessarily hate it, but I didn't think it did anything super awesome. 5 is just like, it's functional. I think anything below 5, you just start like, it's almost like, oh, there's a, like you could see the director in that shot. Like, you know, like there's
This
just like
it
shit like that.
I don't know if this resonates with anyone. It feels like a movie you would get at Redbox.
It feels like
you know?
one of those like little shitter
Yeah.
low budget movies that
And it
pop up on streaming
But it
services
probably
and
had a
stuff.
pretty big
Yeah.
budget.
and Steven
Steven Spielberg,
Steven.
man.
Come on, Steven.
His worst movie since Ready Player One.
You didn't like Ready Player One?
No, not really.
I haven't seen it.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Just read the books instead.
Moving on from fucking stupid Disclosure Day, we watched Supergirl.
Supergirl.
It was okay.
It was fine.
It was better than Disclosure Day.
Okay.
I was hoping that it would be good, and then expecting people to not watch it and not like it because it's a movie about a woman.
Yeah.
But it just actually wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, that's what I felt like about Superman. A lot of people were shitting on Superman before it even came out. And I watched it, and I liked Superman. I was like,
Superman's
okay,
very
so
good.
I get this. Like, there's people who are just hating on this because they want to hate on it.
yeah,
Literally, they were
And
calling
then-
Superman too woke because he defended innocence.
Well, those
So,
people
like,
aren't
I don't
worth-
trust internet critiques a lot.
Yeah.
I
Although
think my favorite part about this movie was that we got to see Krypton, and
I was
and
gonna
it
ask
does
about the
look.
dog.
Krypton
Oh,
stuff
it's
was
Crypto.
Oh,
Krypton is the
Krypto
planet.
is the dog.
Thank you. For
We do get
clarifying.
Crypto's backstory if that's
Oh,
something
that's
that would
nice.
interest you. It
It's
was
like naming
cute.
a dog Ert.
Hello, this is my dog Ert.
Yeah, the Krypton stuff was fun, and they had a weird commitment to them speaking Kryptonian in those scenes.
Yes,
love that.
they
That's
did.
fun.
Like it was kind of a lengthy like flashback scene, and all of the actors are speaking this stupid made up language. I'm like, this is kind of sick.
But this is your run of the mill coming of age story where she has to kind of make a choice about how, like, what she wants her purpose in life to be, and kind of some getting over some grief stuff. And you know, we've seen it before for sure, and it's not like it was anything earth shattering, or you know, the effects were fine. There was
It
a
was
random
okay, yeah.
weird, who was the what's his name,
Lobo?
the biker
Bobo?
Lobo? Yeah.
random
Bebop?
Lobo feature.
Not to be confused with Lobot.
Not Lobot, Lobo.
Yeah.
That's
He was fine.
Momoa.
Jason Momoa,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he was fine. He was kind of funny. It would have made more sense to me if he was in it more, but he's like, he just crosses over in the story in random ways like 4 times.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre. I don't know why they did that. It would have made sense if because Supergirl is trying to be a good influence on this little girl, and then if the flip side of that was more fleshed out of Lobo being a bad influence on the little girl, that could have been a story.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been a thing. But no, I don't know.
I gave
it was
a
just very
6
disappointing.
out of 10.
I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. It's like I was looking at like the director has directed like almost nothing before. They've directed like music videos and commercials and like a movie.
It kind of did feel like a music video or a commercial.
And the writer has never written anything before. She's just an actor.
We just gave up. We were like, hey, you know what? We're gonna take a huge chance, and we're gonna pay the littlest amount we possibly can to the people
But I don't understand
behind
why
the scenes.
James Gunn. I thought he was like, I'm finding good stories. I'm finding the good stories to tell in the DC universe. It's not necessarily about building the universe as much as like finding these interesting stories to tell
all
in the
3
universe.
Guardians of the Galaxy movies are fantastic.
Well, yeah, because he wrote and directed those.
Yeah.
And then he wrote and directed Superman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was a very good movie. He can make good movies, but maybe he doesn't have an eye for picking other people to write and direct
That's fair.
movies in his universe. I don't know. It was just, I was really, really hoping this movie would be good. Whatever. I don't know. Okay. Whatever, man.
What'd you give it?
2.5 out of 5.
6 out of 10.
Damn. All right.
Real.
You guys talk about a movie.
We watched a couple movies,
We did.
a few movies together.
Yes, we did.
So let's see here. We watched Labyrinth. We haven't watched any new movies
No,
together.
we haven't. We watched all quite old movies.
Quite old movies. We watched Labyrinth.
Hell yeah, we did.
Hell yeah. It's pretty good movie.
I love Labyrinth. So
Pretty
much.
good movie.
Yeah, David Bowie awakened me as a child in ways.
that was my first time seeing it. I've never
my
seen Labyrinth.
God,
until
I
I
can't
saw
believe
it.
that.
I
Nope.
haven't seen it.
Oh my god, I can't believe that. I love it. It has a great soundtrack. It speaks to like the anxieties of kind of like a naive teenage girl. And there's puppets and the effects are fun and the
Yeah.
costumes are wonderful and there's David Bowie music the whole time. It's just the best. It's like a warm blanket. I love it so much.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's like one of my faves.
I would say it's probably a 9 out of 10.
I've heard from
Dang.
several people that it is like their comfort movie. So
I think it would have
Honestly-
scared me as a child a little bit.
It can get scary at times, and there has been times where I like took one edible too many and I had to turn it off. So it is like the whole premise is like the Goblin King steals a baby and she has to go get him back. So
we
that's
were just
kind of
talking-
scary.
Was Labyrinth the one we were talking about that they used fake hands to do the ball scene?
The fushigi ball.
fushigi
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Those weren't his hands.
Yeah.
It was, like, it was somebody like behind, sticking his arms under his, like through his armpit, and
He just couldn't figure out how to do it in time.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's really funny.
That's hilarious.
There's also a scene where she like, this isn't. I don't care if it's spoiled. It's an old movie. But she like falls down like a well or a tunnel or whatever, and the whole tunnel that she falls down is hands. And it's
Ew.
like there is scary parts of it. So if you're like watching it with a small child, like proceed with caution. But like if you're an adult, like have fun. It's great.
And there's a lot of cool stuff they do. Like towards
yeah.
the end, there's this scene, and it's probably like at least the like the behind the scenes kind of I think made some circulations around TikTok for a little bit. There's like this scene where David Bowie is like essentially standing on the side of a platform, and they like use like shit that hooked up to his feet, and they pull him up right from like the side of it, like a perfect 90-degree angle upright around over the. It was pretty cool. So there's a lot of cool things. There was like a bunch of like that painting, is it a Dali painting with all the stairs?
Oh yeah.
And then so it's just
like
there,
kind of like
that
the Harry
ending.
Potter with the moving stairs.
Oh yeah.
Similar
So
to
there
that.
was like the
the
whole
MC Escher.
MC Escher. Thank you. But yeah, no, it was really good.
There's one of my favorite scenes in like any movie ever is in this, but it's like a kind of like wispy, misty, like dream-like masquerade ball. And like as a kid, that was my first exposure to masquerade themed things, and like that was also transformative. So 10 out of 10 movie for me. Definitely explains a lot of my weird proclivities to things.
You happen to also be watching that scene specifically now that we're older, or watching, and you're like, oh, David Bowie's like.
And she's like
potentially
14.
trying to marry a 15-year-old girl in this.
Well,
And that is,
but he's also like a goblin king.
he's
like
not
a
supposed
mythical
to be
creature.
a good guy. He's not supposed to be a good
Yeah.
guy.
So yeah,
They did make him hot
He's
though,
evil.
so like I don't know what they were trying to do. And I could
confuse
go
the masses.
I could go on and on about how they like decidedly added a bulge to a children's movie costume. But
he
like
was rocking it.
it's like
He had,
it's
like, a cup the
documented
whole
that they
time on.
that they stuffed it. It
Oh,
is
really?
not him. They exaggerated it on purpose.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe
Gives
they
him the
were
power.
Maybe there was
He's
a
the man with
statement
the
there.
power.
Did you rate it, Josiah?
Yeah, I said 9 out of 10.
9
10 out of 10 for me.
Okay.
But then we watched Young Frankenstein.
Nice.
Also, my first time watching that
Same
movie.
for me.
It was fun. It was, had quirky. It had like that charm of a Mel Brooks movie, and
Little ironic twists and stuff.
Gene Wilder's always
Soundtrack.
Gene Wilder's always fantastic. Just see him like just doing his thing. There's a lot of cool things that happened in that movie too. Everything like I love the parody / spoof of things, but I think even without the like kind of like the slapstick humor that was in it, I think the story was it was a pretty good telling of a Frankenstein movie.
Mhm.
It's a good Frankenstein movie. It's a good funny movie. It's a good Mel Brooks movie. It's a good. it was targeted more towards children. There was a couple parts that like you'd watch it now and you go, well, it'd probably be in a PG-13 movie. But that
They
was
didn't have
like
those standards
sometimes
back
that
then.
stuff just happened in PG movies. They were like, kids know what sex is,
Or they
know.
don't, and it'll
or
go
they
over their
don't,
head.
and that just goes over their heads entirely.
That's you
Like-
said it is PG.
I think it is.
It's probably pre-PG.
I was gonna say they didn't have those standards back
Oh,
then.
Well, they
yeah.
didn't. Yeah, they did. Well, they
They had
didn't have
different
PG.
standards.
They didn't have PG-13 back then. I don't think PG-13 didn't come around until like 80s or 90s or something. Things were G. The whole thing was pretty different. The things
Yeah,
that
it was
were
released
G is
prior
insane.
to PG-13.
Yeah.
I feel like I understood a lot of like other movies' references to this now that I've seen this, and I'm glad we watched a few Frankenstein adaptations before this.
Yeah.
to
And also,
Yeah,
appreciate
you
it a
guys
little
are in
bit
a
more.
Frankenstein tear.
yeah, we have Frankenstein and Dracula movies.
Yeah.
Frankenstein season.
Mm-hmm. We were on a
Spooky
tear of that.
season all year round.
Oh yeah, and then Frankenstein came out last year.
Oh, I watched. You guys
Remember
watched
that? And then keeping in theme with
Wait,
these
what'd you
older-
rate it?
Oh, I don't know. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
I was gonna give it an 8, 8.5.
I
It
felt
was fun.
yeah.
It wasn't like it wasn't memorable really for
Yeah.
me, but it was like fun and quirky to
But
watch on like
there's-
a rainy night where you weren't doing
growing
anything else.
up, like I remember being like a Boy Scout, and a lot of the like Scout masters and everything, they would talk about that movie. They'd like, they would
course
be
they
like, well, because we'd just be talking about movies and shit, and they'd be like, Young Frankenstein is one of the funniest movies ever written of all time. And I was like,
Interesting.
Jesus.
You heard it here first.
And they were like, it was my favorite
Did it
movie
hold
as a
up
child.
to that praise?
I don't know if it was one of the funniest movies of all time, but I could understand at the time in 1974, probably one of the funniest
Revolutionary
movies
stuff.
of all time at
Knocked
the time.
people's socks off.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
then
was fun.
and then keeping in theme with our watching old movies, we just went and watched this one in theaters.
It was very fun.
Excalibur came out in 1981.
1981. I couldn't remember the word. Yeah, it was super fun.
Fantastic. You could it started off originally as an unauthorized Lord of the Rings
That's so
adaptation. And so then it became Excalibur, and I think there's a lot of influences not just in like on Lord of the Rings, but on most of like medieval movies kind of going forward with, and just like movies of that era when they're talking about like fantasy movies, you can kind of like see the inspiration from it. But yeah, there were so many like I think that personally the character Merlin, the actor there, and just like the kind of the mysticism of him
And his metal skull cap.
and his metal
and his
skull
funny little
cap
voices
and his
Oh,
voices,
loved
I think it inspired Ian McKellen's
Mhm.
Gandalf. So I think that so
Mm.
this movie was inspired by J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings books, and then this movie inspired the guy who inevitably played Gandalf in the actual Lord of the Rings
Yeah,
movie. So
we had it playing on VHS before we started. One of the ladies had like some head jewelry that was reminiscent of Galadriel.
There's
Yeah. I
was
so
thinking
much good
Galadriel.
head jewelry. There's so much fun hair. The costumes are beautiful. Honestly, the costumes like from the little screenshot that I saw were the reason I booked the tickets.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for those, I don't know that we would
I
have
think
gone.
Peter Jackson definitely took inspiration from. I feel like there's just a lot of inspiration for Lord of the Rings was from this.
Makes sense.
But it had some really cool things. A lot of
Ugh, it
a
was
lot
beautiful.
of real life stuff going on. Like they're trudging through.
Swamps.
On normal people, it would be shoulder high water
Mhm.
on horseback through some of these parts, and like they built trebuchets. Like they weren't
Oh,
just
yeah.
like you could tell like
Mm.
they were like lumber that were screwed together. Like there were logs that they like branches they found on the ground and kind of like chopped up and built this stuff. Like there's just a lot that was kind of going on. There was some cool angles you could almost there was like so Excalibur kind of had this sort of green theme to the sword,
Oh, the
and so like
Mm.
this green light that sort of would shimmer with
Mhm.
it,
oh, it was
and you could
beautiful.
almost see like some of these shots where you could like almost envision what's going on behind the camera. You can
Mhm.
see like here's the camera work, here's them holding up like an LED light or something, like trying to get this sheen
Would
going
it have
off.
been an LED light?
Not
in
LED,
Not
back then.
LED, but like a
1981?
big gas light.
With some probably gel color.
Yeah, the gel. You
That's
could
so
just
cool to think
See,
about.
so there's like a lot of cool things you can kind of see, but I mean they had these crazy big complicated pieces of armor. I mean there
that
was
made great sounds.
and there were
Oh
scenes.
my God.
Yeah, some
It
of
was
so the Foley work
wonderful.
was fantastic, but there's also like a scene like they frequently go to the round table of Camelot, and there would be 30 dudes in bright, shiny, like heavy plate mail armor, and they're all pulling out their swords and sitting around. But yeah, you'd also get like surprised by an actor. So suddenly Patrick Stewart's on the screen trying to pull
So
Excalibur, and you're like, what the fuck? And
And you don't recognize him because he's so young.
And then there's all of a sudden there's Liam Neeson, and you're like, what's going on? So there's
And
just
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren,
She's a
Dame
witch.
Helen Mirren
She's
was there.
Great.
Yeah, she plays Arthur's half sister. Arthur's half sister.
Oh, I was about to try to remember her name, but I was trying to say the witch from Game of Thrones. Never mind.
Yeah,
Dame Helen Mirren, Sir Patrick Stewart, Liam Neeson, GBE.
No, not GBE.
What is? Oh no, he's
OBE.
OBE.
Officer of the
Okay.
British Empire.
OBGYN.
Something like that.
But-
yeah, it was super fun. I loved how like bright and saturated all the colors were.
Yes.
There was a lot of changing of the seasons, and they had to, I assume, wait for the actual changing of the seasons.
Or just film like a
I don't
like
know.
a German train schedule. no rooms for silliness.
No silly takes. Yeah, I had a really good time. It was super long, but I am glad we
It
went.
was like 2.5 hours long.
I did not realize how long it was on a weeknight.
But it's
Oops.
hey, you know what? We started at 6 and we got out
It's
there at like
okay.
8:40.
Yeah, it's okay.
With,
Home by
like,
9,
trailers
it's
and
fine.
Not
everything.
bad.
But
yeah.
no,
Nice
it was,
shit.
yeah. I like the
watch
look of
again.
older movies too. Like watching a movie from the 80s. I don't know. We were watching watching the House of the Dragon,
Mhm.
and there's so many moments where I'm like pointing out, I'm like, I hate the way that they're like doing this weird blurry shit in the background that's
Yeah.
like also super high def, but it doesn't look like it's really there. Like
Yeah,
it,
I keep
just
saying,
give
like,
me everything. I just
House
want to
of
see
the
it all.
Dragons. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if HBO Max like isn't giving me the full thing, or like it just looks low quality on our
Sometimes,
TV.
yeah.
Like it's like
think
low
it's you.
bit rate or something.
no,
like
we're
color
watching it-
smashing
There,
and shit.
there's a lot of. I think they're also doing like a lot of weird like focus stuff, like
Yeah.
where they're like intentionally making everything blurry except for Rainier.
Yeah.
Like they're doing like trying to do like weird
They're trying to make
memory or like
emphasis. I
funnel
get it.
things. Yeah, it's
And she's like supposed to be losing her mind, right?
But it does
I
kind
don't
of
know,
look
we're
like
only on
it's
season 2.
it's like been either added or just really increased in
Yeah.
post, and I think that's maybe why it looks weird.
yeah, and so it looks like it's just too much work going on. I just want to see what's going on. That's what
Yeah.
was so good about the first few seasons, I would say, of Game of Thrones, was that it was filmed in like 2008 or whatever, so it just looked everything was there. I could
Yeah,
see
they
a
have
scene
gigantic
with the
sets and stuff.
wood and like I could see everything. I'm like, okay, I can count how many bricks are on that wall right there.
Mhm.
Now we're doing a courtroom scene, and I'm like, I can't tell you how many lines are on that pillar. Like I
Yeah.
can't. It's just a blurry white mass.
Yeah, the super not shallow focus is like
Yeah.
a stylistic thing that I do not like of like recent in the
No.
last few years, like that super shallow focus where you can't
You
see
know
the
where it's done
background.
really well? The Mandalorian and Grogu.
God almighty.
Could not have anticipated that one, Nikki.
Are you just talking about the
I
forest
am
scene with Grogu?
specifically and only talking about the forest scene with Grogu.
That was like an interesting stylistic choice.
It was awesome.
I don't know why I don't know why. I don't know why. I think they think it looks cinematic. Maybe the shallow focus. I don't know. It just kind of makes me mad.
What did you rate?
What did you rate
Excalibur?
Excalibur?
I want to watch it now.
I want to watch it now.
I'd say 9 out of 10. All three of
I
those
agree.
movies.
My
9 out of
God,
10.
I
for me.
agree that it's a 9 out of 10 for me. As soon as we were walking out, I was like, we need to find that on VHS.
There were some like it had some quirks, but like.
but I feel like that made it more fun to
that
watch.
was what was like fun about it, because I got to watch it and I think it's campy now as opposed to
yes.
maybe watching it back in the 80s. I could see that inspiring children.
Oh yeah,
Like I could see that like someone like
that was inspiring.
I don't know
shit.
why instantly this person came to my head, but it was like Dan Avedon from Game Grumps. Like I could just see him 100% watching that as a child and loving that. Like I don't know why, but I just could see like I could
Okay.
see people that I know that kind of like nerd culture stuff, and from like the shows that I watch that like it inspired something about them. I could almost see it.
It
but-
does have maybe my favorite movie wedding scene that I've ever seen.
Oh, it was
Wow.
so pretty.
The wedding was so beautiful in it. I want you to watch it just for that.
Better than
It almost like in
It was gorgeous.
in Return of the King, that like their wedding scene at the end.
Same vibe.
That's it. Very similar to like the shininess, the white, the gold.
better than Bella Swan and Edward Cullen.
Oh my
I knew you were
God.
gonna say that. It's better than that.
What movie did they get
Shit.
married?
I don't fucking know.
No, that feels wrong.
I
don't
think
know.
it's in. Is it in New Moon?
I don't
Or
remember.
is it in the third one?
Don't ask. I don't fucking
I
know.
don't fucking remember.
Maybe it's the third one.
Katie and I keep saying we're gonna do a Twilight marathon.
Do it.
I think we should.
Okay. Excalibur, nice. Me and Nikki watched No Other Choice.
No other choice. Okay.
It was my second time watching. I watched it in theaters. It is a Korean film, directed by Park Chan-wook, written and directed. Or no,
Oh.
I don't know who wrote it. Park Chan-wook and some other guys wrote it. It's the same dude who did Old Boy, the Korean Old Boy, not the American Old Boy.
Yeah.
Which I've never seen. I've only seen the American Old Boy. He did some other stuff. I don't know, but I like this movie a lot.
It is excellent. I think if you enjoyed Parasite,
Yeah, it has some parasitic qualities. It's
It's a yucky way to say it.
you're following this.
It's a Parasite type beat.
You're following this family, mostly the father/husband in this family, as he loses his job at a paper factory, and kind of the hijinks that ensue after that. He kind of devolves into a little crazy person.
yeah. The
Can you do that on mic next time, please? Thank you. I wanted to capture that.
Jesus.
I think like in the if you just read the summary of it,
We're just moving on.
he decides that he has no other choice but to resort to murder to get back into the paper industry, and it's about that. It is comedic. It's a really funny movie.
Yes.
It's way funnier than I thought it would be. I think the translation is really, really good. Like the captions are fantastic, because they put like their own funny twist on it. I don't know how it comes across in Korean or whatever, but just things that is like, how the fuck did they what was that originally? But the cinematography of it,
yes.
the sound work, everything was so nice. It's just such a nice movie to look at and to hear.
Yeah, bonus if you enjoy interesting houses and
Hell
architecture. Not at all the focal point of it's a little
It's
bit of
yeah.
like his motivations, but
Yeah, it's a
not
really
just his
big
house,
movie.
but like every house that he's in is just
Yeah, it's not-
amazing.
It's not just that the cinematography is good. Every setting is like beautiful.
Yeah.
Every
that's
scene is in like a
good.
beautiful place.
Very unpleasant stuff happening
Yeah.
sometimes,
True.
but
Yeah, true.
But nice
pleasant
to look
atmosphere.
at.
It is very violent and pretty gross at
Oh,
times.
okay.
But it's not like
The
scary.
cutthroat paper business.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was Pulp Man of the Year.
Pulp Man of the Year. That's
Yes.
serious stuff.
When I first saw Pulp Man of the Year show up on the captions, I like sat up a little straighter and like, this
You're like,
movie.
oh, we got a professional. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
He's a real man.
That is
okay.
so. That kind of that humor is so up my alley, up Joey's alley. Like,
Yeah.
As soon as
I was
saw
like, we
it
got a
come
real
up,
movie on our hands.
'cause this was the first time I watched it, and this is the second time Joey watched it. And when that popped up, I was like, looked over at him because
You both were like, oh yeah.
felt like something that Joey would
This is
pog
gonna be
about.
good.
So
Pulp Man of the Year is just so awesome. It handles similar topics to Parasite of like
yeah,
capitalism and class
Yeah.
and things like that, but it's and people going to drastic measures to secure a life for themselves.
Like with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
what?
Drastic.
Oh,
Drastic
drastic
measures.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the literacy crisis
Can you
strikes
cut,
again.
Can you cut that? I thought that would.
But
I
then
thought
I'd have to
any-
cut Rachel's joke.
I thought anybody would have laughed at that.
I got
I
it.
thought one person would have laughed at that.
No, they don't want to make fun of my speech impediment. Just I put his mic down. He's done.
This is
I wanna
now a
watch this-
3-person podcast.
I want to watch this movie again. This
We
movie is
just
awesome.
watched it.
I gave it 5 stars and a heart.
I gave it a 9 out of 10.
That's funny. That sounds
It's
good.
fucking awesome.
It's almost a perfect movie. I probably could have given this a 9.5 out of 10.
The pacing is a little weird. It didn't feel, and it can be a little confusing. I think partially because it is Korean language film, and I couldn't 100% follow some scenes.
I didn't find it confusing at all.
She's smart.
What did you find confusing?
I didn't know where they were or who they were with when they were researching about the phones and what phones were most valuable?
That was his friend. The
Yeah, I know. It
son's friend.
becomes pretty clear. It becomes pretty clear, yeah. But you knew that right off the bat?
I knew that the one kid was the son. I didn't know who the other kid was.
Well, that's why
Right
I was
away.
confused. I was like, what?
Oh.
And I didn't know if they were in their house or not. They looked like they were somewhere else. I just didn't know what was going on. That's all.
Okay, that's valid.
I know. I know it is.
All your feelings are valid, Joey.
5 stars.
9 out of 10.
Okay. Moving on. We watched Troy. Speaking of good
Yeah.
Speaking of good Foley work.
I love Troy. This is
I've
another
actually seen
oh,
that one.
yeah.
I thought it was
Okay,
fine.
Troy 2004. I thought it was pretty good.
That's
it did.
the one. who's in
Yeah.
that?
Brad Pitt.
Okay,
Brad
that's
Pitt.
what
A
that's
bunch of
I had to
people.
make sure. Okay.
Oh, you know, Brad
Also
Pitt.
Orlando Bloom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Men
Yeah.
love Brad Pitt.
Love
What
Brad
is
Pitt.
that?
Mm.
Every
Sorry.
boyfriend I have ever had has been like, Brad Pitt is the epitome of handsomeness. I'm like,
He's really good in
okay.
Moneyball.
He's really good at
I
Moneyball.
have heard quite a bit about Moneyball.
He's fine.
Um,
You haven't seen Moneyball?
I don't know.
You should watch
I'm
Moneyball.
not
Moneyball is one of the best movies of all time, and
I
if you
know.
don't like baseball, I think that you
love
like the way
baseball.
they
I don't
project
like
it, especially coming at it
statistics
from
for
the
fun.
statistics and the math point. It's going to be, it'll make you care about baseball.
Mm.
I thought Troy was pretty
Nah.
good. I wasn't
I thought it was fun.
super hot on it.
I think I do have a lot of nostalgia for Gladiator.
Yeah.
Like I watched that a
Yeah.
lot growing
Mhm.
up for some reason.
Yeah.
So this one did give me that feeling, and so
Mhm.
I did enjoy it from that perspective. And then I enjoyed it even more after we then watched the Odyssey, but that's for
Mhm.
in a little bit. I thought it was fun. I do think that the wigs were bad.
Oh yeah.
They could have used a gallon of toner on Mr. Pitt,
You don't like a
on
brassy
Mr.
blonde?
Achilles. Well, it also got better towards the end.
Because he's in the sun.
Well, also towards the end, they're like getting grimier. They're in like war and.
Yuck.
But of all the warlords loved by the gods, why did they pick him? Hey,
Have you read Song of Achilles? By Madeline Miller?
No, I read Circe.
If you haven't, you should. Because if you like,
Or haven't I don't
if
think I read
you're
Silent Hill.
nostalgic for knights, or not knights, like gladiators and stuff,
I'm
that
sure I
one's
would like
good.
it because I did really like Circe. But
I liked all the sets in this a lot.
Mhm.
Like they have some big. I'm
Yeah.
like, how the fuck? What the fuck is going on? This would have to be an enormous set. What is
Yeah.
happening?
probably was.
and like the
It-
big boats
sure
and
it was.
stuff.
Yeah, and the
the
boats.
boats
yeah,
and the setups on the beaches, like they have like
Yes,
a
yeah.
whole like encampment on the beach, and that's real. It's there.
yeah. I don't know how accurate any of it was. Like
It's
to the
super not
period,
accurate.
but
That's not why I
the
watch.
but the decor of everything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
was really nice to look at.
I
I
think
really
that's-
enjoyed that.
the first time I watched Troy, I was kind of coming from it because I'm a big Grecophile, and I
Gross, dude.
hey, I'm unabashed and unashamed. But I would say that the first time I watched it, I was like, "This isn't super accurate. That didn't really happen. Like that. I mean,
Okay,
like that's
can
not
we
like
have-
it was
Well,
like the
true.
story."
Let's
did
have
not
this
happen.
conversation.
But
Is that why we make movies?
No.
But-
No, go to
but-
a museum if you're looking for historical accuracy. Sorry, I feel strongly about this.
but I most like I think I went back and rewatched it, and I was like, "Oh no, that's not what this is about. This is about
This is about
Brad Pitt
testosterone.
This
Get-
is
being-
about
get
oiled up
being
men
awesome."
being hot.
About Eric
Yes.
Bana being awesome.
I
About like
support that.
it's just like I think there's just something about a movie like Troy with Achilles or the show Reacher with Reacher where like just the most capable man in the world doing
Yeah, I've
things
talked about this before.
is
The
the
hyper
hyper
competency. Yeah.
When
is
do we
just
start talking
awesome.
about daddy
Reacher,
issues?
well, because the thing about Reacher that's awesome is that not only is he like 6'4" and fucking 300 pounds, he can like set off airbags by kicking the front of someone's car. But he's
Jesus.
also smart as a fucking whip.
Well,
He,
yeah,
like
I've seen it described as like Sherlock Holmes if he was like 6'6",
Yeah.
300 pounds or whatever.
yeah, and so it's just kind of like that with Brad Pitt. He is like, you know, the story of Achilles dipped into the river Styx, but his ankle is the like thing that was not protected. They don't ever like really play on that. They don't ever say like that he was dipped in the river Styx, or they have like any mythos involved with this. But that's like how he ends up dying is like he gets Paris just shoots him in the ankle with a with a bow.
Yeah.
And then he's like, ah, and then a bunch of people come over there and start fucking stabbing him to death. But no, but there's so many cool fight scenes in that movie.
Yeah, and again, Foley work really good.
Yeah,
Yes,
we did watch
Everything
this
about
with surround, and it was
that's
excellent.
fun.
Yeah,
so,
the camera work is interesting in those, like the way it cuts around. It
Mhm.
like isn't. It feels like they're not super worried about the continuity of the hits, like shot to shot, but you just get like the vibe of what's happening more than anything, which I think is fine.
and
I
and
feel like
think
that's
it
what I
looks good.
need.
yeah, I feel like that did make it feel a little older than like a 2004 movie. The shooting aspect,
Mhm.
but everything else felt more of that time.
Eric
But
Bana.
it wasn't like horrible. Like they weren't. There wasn't a bunch of like bad CGI or
No,
anything
No,
the
like that.
effects were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It was mostly like background stuff.
There
I
was
guess.
Yeah.
a couple of blood sprays where I was like,
Oh, really?
"Mm,
I didn't notice that.
well, that was somebody squeezing one of those pouches,
Yeah.
at a
Eric-
specific time."
Eric Bana and Brad Pitt, when they did their fight scene in front of the gates, that was real. They actually fought each other. They weren't stuntmen. They like had a gentleman's agreement. They would like pay each other based on
Yeah.
how many times they actually tagged each other.
Oh my gosh.
Eric Bana owed Brad Pitt $0 or $0 because he never hit him. Like he just like everything was like perfectly skilled and coordinated, but Brad Pitt owed him a fuck ton of money because he
'Cause-
beat the fuck out of him. He just,
Not professional.
yeah, not professional, not a professional swordsman or
Noted.
whatever.
Brian Cox is fantastic in this.
Yeah,
Yes,
All
yes.
of the kings are so kingly. Like they found
His-
a bunch
Yep,
of dudes
yep.
with like the most kingly voices
Yep.
imaginable.
Now his hair was very cunty.
That
That was
Cunty
not a
and
his
wig.
whole
kingly.
style.
That
he-
was
he
not a
very
wig.
stylish.
I was impressed with that one.
I was gonna say I need to see it now.
He
Cunty
looked
and
great.
kingly were used.
Mad Eye Moody was in there as well
Yep.
as his brother. Also, Agamemnon is the best name
I would
Oh,
say
yeah.
of all
Agamemnon. Was,
time.
that's what I thought his name was. I was gonna
Agamemnon,
say.
Menelaus.
Yeah.
Oh, names are so great in those myths. Oh, Achilles and Patroclus. Oh, they just like dance around your mouth in such a lovely way.
What do you think about Sinon?
Ajax.
That one's okay.
That was who fucking Achilles slayed in 4 seconds.
That was awesome.
Jeez. We did watch this with Joey's brother, who is a little bit older than us, and he was saying how like this movie and Gladiator and all those other movies of that time period were so impactful to young, adolescent boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Which
like, that
makes
makes a
so
lot of
much
sense.
sense.
Were they
Yeah.
playing like
Yeah.
fucking Gladiator and stuff? But they're like, oh, I got
Just,
a shield
like,
and I got a sword, and their
Just
sword.
fighting.
More the like ultra masculine
Oh yeah.
stuff
fair.
that's portrayed in all of those movies, you know,
Yes.
and
Honor and legacy and all.
what was the Batman was the
Oh
other
my
one that
God.
came out-
Batman,
came
of
out-
course.
came out right at the
Jesus
same time.
Christ.
So when he was in high school, so it was like okay, well,
Your formative years.
yeah,
I gave it 3 stars.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
I think those are fair.
Yeah, that's very fair.
7 out of 10.
I
Okay.
put this in the same category as Gladiator in my brain.
Do you guys have any more movies?
I have one.
Okay.
I watched
What you got?
The Witch or the
The
VVitch.
VVitch.
The
VVitch?
VVitch.
I didn't watch it.
Ooh.
I
Have you
did.
ever
I watched
seen
it by
I haven't
myself.
seen it.
Okay, this is actually like a 2-parter because this is like the movie I'm actually talking about. But when I watch scary movies by myself, I do have to pair it with like something nicer. So I watched The VVitch and then Princess Diaries 2: Royal Engagement as a palate cleanser before I
What a
went to bed.
180, my lord!
So I really liked The Witch. It was very cool. It wasn't what I expected plot wise. And
It's a
honestly,
Prequel to Blair Witch Project.
I've not seen that. I don't
It's
know.
not related in any
I don't
way,
think-
shape, or form.
I
This
was
is a
gonna say
Robert Eggers movie.
Someone
Yeah, it's
lied
a
to me.
Robert
I
Eggers.
think
They
someone
lied.
told me that it was.
That's crazy.
The reason I liked it is because of the Robert Eggers like artsy parts of
Yes,
it. Like
Robert
there were a
Eggers
lot
is
of
amazing.
my favorite part of Robert Eggers movies are like the screen stills that look exactly like art history references. I love finding those in those movies. And the one that happens at the end is so good. And it's one of my favorite paintings ever in the world that I was like screaming by myself. I was so excited. Like by the end of it, I was like, okay, this is an okay movie. That happened. I was like, that's great. It was awesome.
What was it referencing?
I sent it to Josiah. I don't remember the name of it.
Can we cut the part where I said that this was a prequel to the Blair Witch Project? No, don't do that.
Keep it. Okay.
Keep it.
You can be a human with that.
Right, I
makes
told you.
mistakes.
I told you Godzilla -1 was
Oh,
a sequel
that
to
is
Shin
awesome.
Godzilla.
Did you say that on
Joey, look.
No, I
on
said it
on
privately.
mic though.
The painting that I am showing
Yep,
the group is The Batwoman.
Right here. Boom.
By Albert
I don't know
Joseph
if we can show that.
Pinoy.
Put little Joey
That's
heads over the
awesome.
nipples.
But yeah, it's like one of my favorite like scary lady paintings throughout history, and the reference in the movie is like 1 for 1. Perfect.
Oh, cool.
And the way they transition to it, you don't like know it's happening, and then it like changes shots, and you're like, ah! So I loved it. Honestly, for the entire plot and the final scene, 9.5/10. If it wasn't for that like final screenshot with the art reference, I'd give it like an 8. It was good, but not great. But that like totally put it over the edge for me. It was so fun.
Well,
That is
I
awesome.
feel like Robert Eggers movies, like there's so many shots that could just be like photographs
Paintings
in an art
their own
museum.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, and like
they're
that is
so
why
good.
I really like him as a director. He has done some of my favorite stuff recently, and that's been on my list.
I'm
for a
excited
while.
for Werewolf.
I'm so excited about it. It's gonna be so fun, and it comes out on Christmas again.
Yeah,
Scary
we
Christmas.
did Nosferatu. We had Vampire Christmas with Nosferatu, and then now we're gonna do Werewolf
Christmas 2 years
Oh,
later.
yeah.
Hell yeah!
Amazing.
I'm not gonna shave
I'm
until
okay with that.
December.
No shave, Werewolf.
Keep
I didn't
growing my
mention this
hair out,
earlier,
too.
but I did know that you loved me whenever you agreed to dress as Jareth from Labyrinth.
Oh yeah.
You'd let me turn you into the Goblin King, and I know that's true love. But yes, the VVitch was
Amazing.
good.
What about Princess Diaries 2 Royal
The
Engagement?
Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement is always a 10 out of 10. The Princess
Obviously.
I love the Princess Diaries series. I'm a political science nerd, and that's like where I learned about
And you love Genovia.
studying political. Well, she gets a political science degree to become queen.
Oh.
That's the coolest thing ever. And I've decided if I do ever host a bachelorette party that I would like to recreate the slumber party that happens in Princess Diaries 2
Surf the mattress.
Royal
So
Engagement.
Surf the
iconic.
mattresses
If I could
down
have
the
Julie
stairs.
Andrews singing on that mattress slide, I would. But I don't think I can. But that is what I envision my my bachelorette party to be like.
I'm very nostalgic for those movies. My
I
sister loved
love
those
them.
movies.
Aw.
That's very
Mhm.
sweet. I love them.
There's a big age gap between
loves
Joey and his
those
sister.
movies.
So
Yeah.
that
If you ever
is
find them
really
on
cute.
VHS, please let me know.
I think I have Princess Bride.
Also great.
Fantastic
But I love
movie.
Princess Diaries. Anne Hathaway.
I think I thought
Queen.
those were the same movie for a long time.
That's a great
Those are very
transition.
different.
Just I thought that the White House and the
Fuck my
Capitol
transition.
building were the same until I
Oh.
went there in 2013.
Wait, what did you say?
I said I thought the Capitol building and the White House were the same
Aw.
building.
When you were 14 years old.
Yeah, man.
The
I'm 28
education
years
system is
old
failing
almost.
us. Man, those state education systems. Oof.
What was your
Speaking-
transition? Nikki?
I said
Speaking
this
of-
shit as a grown man.
Speaking of Anne Hathaway,
Oh my god! Shut up! Let Nikki talk!
cough over my transition one more time. Speaking of Anne Hathaway,
We watched.
The Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Fucking awesome movie.
It
Really,
was
really good
I'm
movie.
stoked. I'm stoked.
So
I'm gonna
good.
watch it.
So excited to hear you guys'
soon.
thoughts.
See it in the theater.
Hell yeah. We're trying
Yeah,
to see it
for
on the
sure.
Omnimax.
Yep.
If we
Yeah.
can. Those tickets are hard to get though.
It,
Well, guess what? The whole thing is just filmed on Omnimax. So
Hell yeah.
IMAX, yeah.
IMAX. Sorry, fuck me. So
we
if
don't
you
have a true IMAX theater, unfortunately, or so we don't have a we don't have a true
It's at the
IMAX theater.
Science Center.
Yeah, it's
it's not true.
it's
Oh,
not
it's
true.
not?
Don't worry about it, man.
Oh,
Or
I
it's
watched
not like through,
Spider-Man
like,
3 there.
That's cool.
Are you telling me that experience wasn't real, Joey?
I think maybe they just don't have a 70 millimeter theater. I don't know. IMAX has like I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, the amount of shaking the seats did
Yeah.
from the
the
audio.
sound is very important.
okay.
And no, that was in Troy that we were like, who the fuck did this? And it's the same person that did Avatar. And in Troy, there's a little doo-doo-doo that's exactly
Oh,
the
you know that
same
song?
as the Pandora's.
Oh,
little
really?
Have you ever seen
song.
that meme where one of the Na'vi is falling out of the thing?
Oh my god.
The music
so
that's
niche.
playing there is like the same. Anyway, the song is like the exact same song in Troy.
Okay.
He gave up.
Anyways,
It doesn't matter.
The Odyssey is really good as also someone that enjoys, Greek mythology stuff and just
Hell yeah.
fantasy vibes in general, not medieval fantasy obviously,
Yeah,
but
the vibes of going. I'm like, I wish I could recreate this in like D&D or something, but the vibes of going on their journey back, like from place to place, and every place they stop, like some crazy fantastical shit happens.
Horrible things.
Yeah,
every turn.
It's
and
a
they're all
lot
like,
of running back to the boat.
Yes, that's true of the
we gotta get the fuck out of here. Everything is horrible.
They're chasing us again.
We've lost another 3/4 of our people again.
Yeah.
The Cyclops. Okay. The Cyclops. I hate usually Cyclops designs because they do something weird, like leave like the eye sockets, like
Which doesn't make
yeah,
sense.
still there, and it's like weird. You can like see like the face morphed.
Yeah.
or like they do leave two brow ridges.
2 eyebrows is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Or
it
one
doesn't make
brow
any
ridge
sense.
that looks weird. I hate
Yeah.
all Cyclops designs. This is the sickest fucking
Really?
Cyclops
I've
design
heard
ever.
A lot of really good stuff.
Because it's like his face looks like it's been like just like you grab you have a flat towel and you just grab the middle of it and
Like
twist
in
it.
Spy Kids. With the little guy on the island.
Exactly.
Batman, help us, save us. Batman, help us, save us.
Little
You're welcome. Now you can have that stuck in your head.
So his eye is like sideways and his nose is like a little twisted.
So he's like deformed.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it looks really, really cool. And just the whole, he looks so real. Like there's no part of it was I like, that's CGI
Yeah.
or that looks weird or something. Just looks fucking real.
Probably some of the best effects I've seen in my life yet.
Yeah.
I think that the Scylla or Scylla
Mhm.
monster looked a little bit weirder because it's like huge and outside. And
Yeah, I
not
was gonna
in a
say-
cave.
I've never
Yeah,
really known what to picture in my head for that monster. So
Well,
I'm
you certainly
interesting to
don't
see.
picture what is in the
I'm
movie.
interested
It's
to
so
see.
weird.
Scary as hell.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was going to say the Cyclops, he's like mostly in a dark cave.
Yeah, so that does
And
help.
then when he is out of the cave, he's mostly in the background, obscured.
Mhm.
They don't show much of him. He's kind of blurry
Which
back
I appreciate because that's just simply what we should do.
there. Yeah.
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 If things
It's
still
logical.
look a little shitty, they shouldn't be like the front
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
that we see.
Shouldn't
It's like
be
the
in the
difference between
background.
Pacific Rim and Pacific Rim 2. Where
Yeah.
everything in Pacific Rim is like nighttime and rainy, and Pacific Rim 2 is everything is in
Mhm.
the daytime and bright. It looks fucking bad. Anyway, enough about Pacific Rim 2.
Super stacked cast. Again, if you're
Yes.
expecting anything remotely historically accurate, throw that idea
Go
out the
to
window.
a museum if that's what you need.
That's what I saw somebody complaining about
annoyed about
Lupita
that.
Nyong'o playing Helen of Troy.
It's a fictional story.
And also, like, she is the most beautiful woman on earth.
She's
so
she's very pretty. I'm not racist. I didn't think she was very good in this.
I think that her
Helen of
character,
Troy is not that
though,
great of
her
a
character though,
character.
yeah, I feel like
She's
played her
beautiful and
character.
she gets stolen, and that's
Yeah.
like her
And she's,
story.
like,
Her
traumatized.
acting seemed like stilted or something.
'cause
Like
she's
it,
traumatized.
yeah, I just that's not how it came
it's
across
not a
to
great
me.
part.
Okay, you
We're
guys,
me and
watch
Rachel are gonna
it.
watch it this week.
Yeah, let
Okay.
us
Yeah.
know your thoughts on
We're
it
watching it this week,
Okay.
Rachel.
at the theater.
Give us the never mind. I was gonna say give us the racist POV.
Oh my god.
Well, as a non-racist, I thought she wasn't very good. So let us know as
We're
racist.
striking
what
a
you
chord
think.
here.
The only, I could have
Okay.
done
Oh, no.
without
That was a joke.
I know.
Charlize.
I've been
Charlize?
friends
Charlize
with
Theron.
Joey since
What?
we
What
were
do you put?
since we were 12. I
this?
know when
I know.
he's trying to pick a fight.
My biggest critique is that I could have done without Charlize Theron as
Okay.
Calypso, just because it's.
I thought they were flipped. I thought she was Cersei, and that made a little bit more sense. Her being Calypso actually grinds my gears. That's the part. That's the casting I have a problem with. Calypso's supposed to be like a dark-complected brunette island woman, not
And
Charlize
she's just,
Theron.
she has, and we've talked about this before.
It seems
do
to be-
whatever you want to your body.
It seems to
but
be that.
Oh.
she has just had a lot of work done, and I don't know, it bothers me watching her really overfilled lips.
Yeah.
unexpressive
She
face.
Yeah.
She stuck
That's
out
hard
like
to
a
watch.
sore thumb against all these other.
Yeah,
We-
yeah.
Everybody else
I
has
mean, it's
like
a bunch of movie
faces
stars,
of
but-
antiquity, and she's got.
Yeah, it's a bunch of
Hollywood
movie stars.
face.
Tom Holland kind of sticks out too, but
Really?
most everybody else kind of.
I didn't
thought
think so.
I think he's pretty good Telemachus.
Mostly because it's Anne Hathaway as Mama,
Yeah, she
and
does a lot of that.
what's his face?
Matt Damon.
Robbie
Matt-
P. Oh.
Matt Damon as.
No, he's the bad
Matt
guy.
Papa.
Damon. Yeah, I know.
He's trying
Matt
to be
Damon's
stepdad.
Papa.
Robert Pattinson.
He's such a good bad.
Oh,
is
yeah.
so good.
That's
in
what I've
this.
heard.
Robert
His-
Pattinson's like, I think he's gonna be our generation's Willem Dafoe.
He's already that. He's been that since
just
the Twilight era.
He's just
you guys are just
everywhere.
late to this.
He's
Well, I
barely-
mean, he
well,
was
Twilight
not
era,
good
he
in
was the main
Twilight.
character,
And he was
whereas-
also
Yeah,
bad.
his
He
acting
was
was
also bad.
in that.
but classic.
But he's everywhere
how
now.
he
He's
cut
in
his
every
teeth.
movie, and he's awesome in every movie.
And
like
yeah.
ever since
actually-
Twilight, he's like been
he
awesome.
really started as Cedric Diggory. So.
He did, and he was awesome
That too.
as Cedric
My
Diggory.
son!
That was like
That's
so.
my
that was,
boy.
Oh my god.
That's
Harry.
my son.
Harry, take my body back to my
Took my
father.
body back-
Oh god, that's
Take my
so
body back to
sad.
my father.
referencing that yesterday.
Yeah.
We
my
referenced-
boy! It's my son!
Oh God!
Such a horrifically sad
It
scene.
was
Also,
so
Did
by
they
the
like
way.
show his dead body?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
showed
I
him,
did.
like,
That's
just-
like the first time I remember seeing like a dead body in a like movie as
Yeah.
a kid. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god,
He's
he's
just
gray
there.
now.
He's great. He was like colorless.
Oh,
Oh,
Abracadabra.
every trial or whatever, are they called trials in the Odyssey?
sure.
Or am I thinking of Hercules' trials?
Well, he had
I-
labors.
Oh,
Hercules
yeah.
had labors.
Oh, okay. So were these Odysseus's trials?
I think they
I
were trial.
guess.
The trials of Odysseus.
I don't know where I heard that term, but
I don't
each
know.
one of them was so good.
Yes.
And I wish I could just like rewatch each one as like a short film. It's like so the Cyclops, the going to Hades, going to the Circe's
Oh.
place,
I loved the
The-
Cersei one.
the
I
giant
love the story of
cannibals.
Cersei so much. I am so
Trials.
excited about
Trials,
that.
okay. The giants were so weird and bizarre and so cool, and it looked awesome as well. They looked so
Were
unsettling.
there like sea monster men? Is that a thing? The Larstragonians?
The seamen.
I don't
All these
believe
seamen,
so.
not a drop to drink.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I gave
I'm
this
just asking
an
about specifics.
8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Sorry, I'm the only one who
It's
does 5
good.
stars.
Yep.
Oh, that's.
That's
I think
I give it 3 out of 3
you're
and a heart.
special, and
A
that's
3 out of
okay.
3 and a heart. There you go.
I am very excited. I'm listening to the Emily Wilson translation right now, and I'm very excited to see it.
Apparently,
after-
that's the most accurate
it's the
translation,
most
correct?
modern, and it's the only one done by a woman.
Oh.
And there's like very, apparently the script of the movie was based on this translation
Oh.
because the language is like seemingly more modern, but it's really just more casual. Like
It
they
is
would have actually
pretty-
like talked to each other.
Yeah, and that is a thing. I saw an interview with Tom Holland and Christopher Nolan
Mm-hmm.
about that specifically, and they were asking like, why does Tom Holland say dad instead of
That's-
father?
That was
Yes.
that was the only part script wise that did bother me a little bit. Like,
Okay, I have something to say about this.
But Tom Holland was like, or don't remember who answered. I think it was Tom Holland who's like, well, they wouldn't have said either one because they were speaking Greek.
And like Emily Wilson, like the like first 3 hours of the audiobook is like basically like I think her version of like a thesis of her translation.
Mhm.
So she goes into a lot of like the reasoning she does stuff, and there's this practice in antiquity and like ancient texts of like kind of like superseding actual translations to like what Victorian translations would have been, because
Right.
that sounds old timey to us.
Yes, yeah.
But it's not more accurate to what it would
Yeah.
be in
And
ancient
that's
Greek.
like that's like how Troy did it.
yeah.
Troy,
And, like,
they
it
all put on
sounds
British
better-
accents.
It sounds
and
better
Yeah.
to us, but it's not more accurate.
Right, yeah.
So
It-
I can understand why it like was a
yeah,
thorn in
it
your side.
evokes
Yeah.
like it evokes this old timiness
Mhm.
that isn't necessarily
It like aims for it, but
more
it's not
accurate.
really actually it.
it just felt,
Yeah.
and I understand that it just did feel like it did just pull me out of it a little bit when he says dad,
Well,
and then
But I
yeah.
think that's good though. It's supposed to be different. It's supposed to be a new adaptation, and it's supposed to be trying new things.
It's very funny because it's in the in Troy it's a bunch of American actors putting on British accents, and in the Odyssey they're all speaking with American accents and several British actors putting on American accents to fit in with
Tom
everybody else.
Holland.
Finally, a
Robbie P.
fantasy in American accent.
Finally, America
Make
has
those
its-
Brits sound like they're from Chicago.
Well, that's just
Um,
like the MCU. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just-
true.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Benedict
funny.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
that's funny.
Chris Hemsworth,
Yeah.
Tom Holland, Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so many.
Elliot Page isn't British.
No.
Is he? Okay.
No.
And he was good. He was not Achilles,
No,
which
they
No.
were in there.
yeah, he plays Sinon, who is not a
Oh.
character in the Odyssey, but is a character in like other works around it, like the Aeneid, something like
Aeneid?
Aeneid,
I
sure,
think. Isn't that how that's
something like
pronounced?
that. But
How do you spell the name? I don't know.
it's
All
like
vowels.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
but he was pretty good, and everyone freaking out about like I don't know, is it stupid? He was good and had a relatively big part, a very emotional part, like,
Yeah.
of the movie. But Anyway.
It was great. Go see it.
I hope men start wearing skirts and sandals again.
I don't want men to wear sandals anymore. I don't like looking at their fucking toes.
Okay.
I don't like their dirty Birkenstocks.
So-
I'm okay with it. Wear some fucking socks. I'll
Skirts.
take skirts.
Skirts and sneakers.
Skirts is
then.
fine.
Yep.
Cool kilts, cool
Skirts and
leather
sneaks.
battle skirts.
Oh, you're tempting me
No
right
sandals.
Oh,
Unless you can wear sandals if they wrap around your fucking shins. How about
That is
that?
Oh,
good,
okay.
yeah.
If they
Yeah,
go
yeah,
all
yeah.
the way up
now.
and
Go get
wrap
a
around your shins.
pedicure.
Yeah.
Stop being yucky.
No, it's the bare feet on the leather, and they got that stank ass feet. They take off their sandals, and there's like
'Cause
a
they don't
weird
wash
black
their
footprint.
Feet, you know?
Yeah, they don't
just
wash
let
their
the water
feet.
and the soap wash
Yeah,
roll
well,
down
you have
the
to,
butt
bottom.
crack.
you have
You
to
have to
scrub the bottom of your
scrub.
feet.
You have to
Hygiene
wash
corner.
in between your toes.
Scrub the bottom of your feet. Take the bar of soap, run it across your fucking toenails, clean your feet.
Okay, last Odyssey thing. I don't know how I feel about all of the big actors. I feel like I could have done with like, I don't know if John Bernthal needed to be in this. I don't know if Matt Damon needed to be Odysseus. I don't know if Anne
Yeah.
Hathaway needed to be
Yeah.
her character. Like
Everyone
I
talks
maybe
like
could have done
Matt
without.
Damon was perfect, and I was kind of surprised by him.
I think he was good, but it really takes me out of it to see fucking Matt Damon. I don't know, like it,
Really?
he
It's
always takes
helpful
me
that
out
he's
of
got
it.
a
Yeah,
big ass
100%.
beard
He
for
looks
a lot of
older.
it.
Yeah, he sort of disappears a little bit
He
behind
looks
the beard,
Older, for
but
sure.
mostly he's just Matt
His
Damon. to me.
voice
I don't know.
is
I
still
want.
very.
I just
I
wanted
think he's-
Odysseus to be hot, and Matt Damon didn't do that for
I mean,
me.
he's shredded.
That's not all I need.
I don't think he could have given a much better performance, but him being him is just a lot for me.
Have
to
you guys
get
seen?
over.
How many of you have seen Jason Bourne?
I haven't seen Jason
No,
Bourne.
I've
Well,
seen.
I
I've
think-
seen the. I've seen the Bourne Identity stunt
Jesus
show.
Christ,
Stunt,
Jason Bourne.
stunt spectacular.
Oh,
At Universal
I-
Studios.
I think you should
Studios.
watch the the Jason Bourne movie, at least the first one, because what that did for Matt Damon is what put him in this movie.
Oh, I believe
because
that.
everyone just saw Matt Damon as this little dork that was in fucking Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, he's just some
And
little
then they made him an
some
astronaut a few
nerdy kid,
times.
and then
Stuck
he
him out in
goes in this
space.
movie, and then the Bourne Identity, people were like, oh no, Jason Bourne, he's whatever, he's gonna be some little twig or whatever, and he gets in there, and people are like, oh my god, he's a fucking badass. I recommend watching it because it kind of puts him in a new light, and I think that's what introduced him into doing other movies like Monuments Men and things like that. I don't
loved
think he would have
Monuments
gotten
Men so
these
much.
other movies and be where he is right now if it wasn't for.
I thought he was pretty
Jason
good.
Bourne.
I think it made like some of the fight scenes and stuff a little bit more interesting because he's not somebody that you typically see like doing
Yeah,
besides in the Bourne series.
I will say though, whenever the wall sucks.
Yeah, well.
He's like an English merchant who goes to China and has to help defend the Great Wall
They,
from
you know,
like
they
Jade
can't
demons.
can't all be hits.
They can't all.
So that wasn't that cool that he was in that one.
Some
so,
things just
but
build
not
your
all
resume.
action movies that he should be in.
One last thing. Agamemnon was really cool in this.
Oh, yeah.
In this movie as well. The difference between Agamemnon and this and Troy
yeah.
was very
So-
striking.
I just want to verify. So with this, they tell the story of Troy in the Odyssey.
Well, it's like a flashback to mostly just like the
At the beginning of the Odyssey, the Trojan War is like ending, and he's
Yes.
trying to
Yeah.
come home.
That's
So
what
it's
I
like
think.
he
Okay.
thinks about it. And
yeah.
that's
So
when
it
shit
is
happens.
and it has a huge impact on him. So there are
Mhm.
flashbacks to it and
Yeah.
stuff. And we see Agamemnon but yeah, okay. I won't say anything more.
Just go see it.
yeah, we're gonna. It's gonna be fun.
And that's on movies.
And that's on. Well, I've.
Oh.
Did you guys have any more movies?
I don't have any more movies.
I'm okay.
Okay. I watched The Long Walk. I don't want to talk that much about it. It was okay. I give it 3.5 stars. It's an adaptation of a Stephen King book. It's
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
50 boys. I think it was inspired by the Korean War. It's like now America is like a fascist nightmare where it's kind of like Fahrenheit 451-ish, where like they can't have certain materials and stuff, and that isn't a super huge part of that specifically isn't an enormous part of the actual story. It informs the characters a lot, but it's 50 young boys who just walk until there's only one left, and then the last one gets one wish, and they get a bunch of money. And
Is this like a magician or wizard or government making them do
it's
this?
the government.
Oh no!
It's supposed to be inspirational for the people.
Yeah,
it's like,
America's fascism.
yeah.
now.
Mark Hamill is plays the major. He's
Oh.
pretty good. He's pretty good. He's got the perfect voice for it at the very least. He plays the major, and hearing him talk, it's like the whole. He's like, we gotta raise the GDP by doing the long walk. He's like, this is for
God.
America's productivity. We're gonna be number one again.
Oh, God.
So yeah, but the acting is really, really good in this movie. It has one of the the dude who plays the android in Alien Romulus. I can't think of that actor's name, but these are two very different roles. It shows his kind of insane range going from that lifeless android to this. There's a I was glad to see movie star looking white boy being one of the main characters in this movie. I felt represented by that.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
He's like a little pudgy and his hair is a little weird, and he's
A relatable human.
Yeah, I gave it 3.5 stars. It was pretty good.
That sounds
Cool.
like a crazy premise.
I like movies that take place in like one thing and there's just one setting for the most part. They're just on the road the entire time. You see shit come out of a person's butt.
Oh.
I thought, like, you know how, like, when you say like oh, there's shit that falls out of someone's truck,
Or like
there's-
came out of the woods.
Oh, there's shit that comes out of the woods, and
No,
then
you
you
see-
finished it up with shit coming out of someone's
You
butt.
see-
Oh, okay.
You see shit leaves someone's butt.
You see literal shit,
Literal shit
actual
from a butt.
feces
I don't think I've
from
seen
a
that in
butt.
a movie. I don't think I've seen that in a movie before.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
We've seen it
I
in a
just, like, wasn't
show.
expecting
We
it.
saw it in the Knights of
the Seven Kingdom. That
Oh,
scene.
yeah.
He like shits from
Behind,
his
like
butt.
right behind a tree.
Yeah, but
it's
you're-
like the opening.
we're in front
It's
of him,
far
right?
away. Or
It's like from the
the
We
side.
see him like shit on the tree. Like we see shit
Yeah, but-
leave his ass.
Yeah, but you don't see.
We don't, like-
You see him, and you see shit coming out of him. You don't see the shit leave his ass like you
Oh
do.
my God.
Oh.
You see it from behind.
Yeah, that's fair. We don't like see like
It's like somebody. It's like somebody like 30 feet up who is like, "Watch out, he's got the shits," and then he dies because he has to stop. If you go under 3 miles per hour for like 10 seconds, you get a warning,
so
and
dark.
you get 3 warnings, and then on the 4th, you are shot to death.
Shot because
Jeez.
he
Yeah.
shit himself.
Yeah, he kept
That's
stopping.
the worst way to go.
Everybody was like, "Just shit in your pants. Just let it run down your legs." And he wouldn't stop stopping and pulling his pants down and shitting
He wanted
everywhere.
to
just couldn't
die
do it.
dignified, I guess.
I guess.
I mean,
He's
at
gonna
that point,
die
you
anyway.
can
Didn't
just take
wanna-
off your pants.
He didn't want to die poopy
run around,
pants.
shit, and then put your pants back on.
He did not want to die.
True,
of
that's not
poopy
a
pants.
bad idea.
I think
actually.
you would still get below 3 miles per hour, like fucking with your pants, though. Probably.
Well, yeah. I mean, but you can take like
you could like
20
kind
seconds.
of run and then like take one shoe off and then kind of like
Ew.
jog a little bit and take the other one off, and now you're
God.
running
Is that
barefoot.
what running was like?
Yeah,
Oh,
actually, yeah.
God.
Me and Joey were both cross country
You guys were
runners.
both runners? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
We
God.
both shit our pants or something. I don't know. Cut that.
Yeah.
Cut that. That's all we've got for movies. We're gonna take a quick little
Yes,
break,
we should take a break.
and then we're gonna come back
piss in
and
my
we're gonna
pants.
talk about
Me too.
books. We're gonna talk about books next. So we'll be right back. Welcome back. We're now going to discuss books.
Book time.
Nikki's
Book corner. Did anyone else read anything?
I did.
I have two.
Do you
I
want
have
to
two
talk about your
books.
books now or in the middle of my books? Because I have a lot I want to try to cover this time so that next time it's a normal amount.
Hell yeah, she been reading.
Just go.
Okay. I read Alchemised by Senlin Yu. If you're anywhere online in the bookosphere, you probably have seen it before. It's kind of a controversial fantasy book because, again, like trauma porn, and there just is sexual assault, and people try to be like, but it's not, but it is.
Okay.
It just straight up is. It's kind of like a little Handmaid's Tale sprinkling that I could have done without, because too real. Didn't appreciate that, and it was just really, really long for no reason. This book is so long. I gave it 2 out of 5. I think that the magic was kind of cool, and there was a cool like dragonish creature, but other than that,
How
nah.
did you read it?
How did I read it?
Mhm.
Audiobook, and it took 35 business days.
Do you know how long it was?
I don't remember. It actually took me 8 days, but which is a long
I feel
time.
like
That's a
that's,
lot for
for an
you.
audiobook, that's a long time.
For Nikki, that's a lifetime in a book.
Whole week on the same book, yeah.
It's not that
It
important. If
is.
it's not
It's a
readily.
1,040 page book. It is a 36-hour
Oh,
and
wow.
14
Damn.
minute
That's a very
audiobook.
long
That is
audiobook.
long. That is long,
Long
as a
as
mug.
For 2.5?
hell.
That sucks.
2.
Oh, 2. Oh,
Jeez.
God,
2
even
stars.
worse.
Can't even get that
That's
half
a
star.
long
No.
time
Good
for
Lord.
not a
This
lot
was
of
one
return.
when it got to the rape parts, I almost stopped, and then I like looked it up and saw like the controversy, and I was like, well, I want to know what opinion I would form on it, and it's
Wanna be
a
part
poor
of the
it's a poor opinion.
conversation.
So
A negative one.
there you go. It's negative. So that's Alchemized by Sen Lin Yu. If you see it on the best fantasy books of all time lists, give it a side eye.
It's a fire alarm. House is on fire.
No, it's not. It's the air fryer.
Oh, okay.
Then I read Super 180, The River Has Roots by Amal El Motar. I did not look up how to pronounce that, so I deeply apologize if that is
great.
incorrect.
If it is, we'll put it in here.
Hi, I'm Amal El Mohtar.
Beep. This was absolutely fantastic. This is like a little novella type thing, but it feels very like poetic and almost like it could be a song. And it's just a wonderful little story about sisterhood and in a fantasy world setting. So I found this one really, really lovely, and the description of the world was really nice. There is like there's an evil guy that one of the sisters is trying to kind of take down, but it's just a short little sweet little fantasy book. I loved it.
A total 180. Yeah, wow.
4.5
Wow.
out of 5.
Good.
That one got the half star.
Yes.
It earned it.
After that, I read The Return of the King by
Hell
J.R.R.
yeah.
Tolkien. Obviously epic conclusion to the trilogy, or series if you want to include The Hobbit in there. I did enjoy, there were like some extra bits in the book at the end that we don't really get in the movie.
The appendices.
Not even the appendix, just like some of the end of the book
Oh, the
Isn't-
scouring of the Shire.
isn't exactly the same as
Yeah.
what is depicted in the movie.
Yeah.
Which for the most part, the movies are pretty much the books.
Yeah.
But that was a little bit different, and that was fun.
All the looters and ravers
Yeah.
and the burning of the Shire.
Lord Sharky or whatever.
Yeah. Don't get any of that in the movie.
No, which is for the best. Although
I
we
think
could
so.
have done with a more conclusive end for Saruman in the in the theatrical cut. We don't see his death in the theatrical cut.
Oh yeah,
And the extended one is whenever you see him.
which is crazy.
Fall off his heart, but it's
Yeah.
the most awkward cut ever if you watch the theatrical one, because it literally just they just like walk up to the tower and then it cuts to the Pippin or whoever finding the Palantir in the water. That's it's insane. It's such a crazy cut. Anyway,
It's crazy
sorry.
that company's named that. You should maybe bleep that part out.
Palantir,
but-
yeah. Fuck you, Palantir.
Oh my god. Then I read Beneath the Fallen City by Jamie Waters. This was another of my indie books that the Wheel picked.
That's so fun.
This was more of a sci-fi situation, like a post-apocalyptic thing, and you're following the female main character. And in this post-apocalypse world, they don't really explain this very much, but it sounds like nuclear bomb situation, and then like all of the homes and businesses and everything end up below the rubble, or like below something. I don't fully understand. So they send people out to like go down into office buildings and stuff, but it's all like below ground now.
It's like the opposite of Arc Raiders.
Oh.
So that concept was interesting to me.
That is interesting.
Other than that, bad book.
Okay. Great.
Sometimes books have like the
happens.
idea is the cool part.
Yeah.
Execution is hard.
I was really annoyed that the female main character's name is Kayla and the male main character's name is Carl.
It is like a known piece of wisdom to name your characters each starting with a different letter, so they're easy to tell apart.
Not even like that. It just Kayla
Those are the lamest names in fantasy I could possibly ever pick out.
Carl.
Hey, they're people, man. I don't know.
It's like naming
in-
a fantasy hero like Doug or
Yeah,
Ed.
in like the
Well, it's like-
future.
Or
They call him Carl in like Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's like a bit of a joke.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
intentional.
and
yeah,
that- In that, it makes sense. This, it just was
Intentionally
annoying
ironic.
every time I read it. I was like, oh, fucking Kayla and Carl, come on. Oh, and Cruncher. I was telling you this, that so like some of the names are like that, like
That's
Cruncher.
crazy.
I can't even remember any of the other ones. I've already blocked out this book.
Master Blaster.
And then you have Kayla and anyways, I gave this a 2 stars out of 5. I just kind of enjoyed the underground bits, and like the world was cool, but other than that, nah. It is a series. I won't be reading any more of it.
Real.
Then I read, I forgot to look this up too, Catabasis.
Her new novel is called Katabasis. I'm saying that correctly, I hope.
I've been told
What do you say?
conflicting pronunciations by all sorts of classicists. I say Catabasis, but you can say whatever you want.
Oh
We'll
my
put
gosh!
it
I can't
in
wait to hear what
right
your
here.
thoughts are.
Catabasis.
Catabasis. I've heard so many people recommend this book.
So good.
Really?
So fucking good.
Ketosis.
Ketosis.
Casablanca.
Catabasis? Something like that.
I listened to it, and the narrator was British, and they said Catabasis. So I don't know if that's
Yeah,
I
but they
trust
also
the
say like
Brits.
garage and,
And
Right,
and
right.
aluminium.
So I don't know
Lavatory.
if that is. But anyways, this is an R.F. Kuang
Cadaver.
joint. We've heard a lot. Not only from me, but Rachel also read an R.F.
Yes, I
Kuang
did.
book too. So we talk about R.F. Kuang a lot.
Yes, you do.
This was awesome. This is another like dark academia, but it is mostly taking place in hell. It's kind of like Dante's
Ooh.
Inferno adjacent or
Interesting.
inspired.
Okay, cool.
Really, really good. Really fun world building. Joey listened to a
Yeah,
very brief
it's
part
very
of this.
interesting. Yeah, it's almost like it feels like a big poem or
Yeah,
something.
Oh,
Like
that's
it's
cool.
so
That's
some
an
of
interesting way to
the
describe it.
artistic.
some parts of it do feel like that. Loved it. Loved the characters. I loved being in hell for a whole novel.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Highly recommend. 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Ooh.
Adding that to my to be read.
The way they did Hades in the Odyssey is very good. True. It's very interesting.
Then I read You're Safe Here by Leslie Stevens, which is supposed to be a book club book, but our book club is falling apart. So I don't know if
It
I'll ever
happens
get
It's
to
to
tough, man. It's tough.
talk
Hey,
about
you
it.
just started a
Book
new
club.
one.
True.
That's
I mean,
true.
it's fallen apart and come back together a few times.
It didn't
It's fine.
really
Just
come
like
back together
lots of other
when it fell
things.
apart. So I think that's part of the issue. This is pretty good. This was written by Joey's sister-in-law's friend. So
Oh, wow.
that was kind of
Oh.
interesting. Like that she
She
knows
knows
the author. This is a sci-fi-ish sort of thing. This is like in the future, Earth is not doing great, and this company comes up with this wellness pod that sends you out onto the ocean. So you're like in a pod on the ocean, and it's supposed to like take care of all of your needs and stuff, and like help do like therapy and
Surely
exercise and
Nothing will go wrong, and you won't starve or drown.
What's the end game there?
to make money.
Well, do you like float back up eventually, or like
You're
you
not-
just die in
You're
there?
not
or?
in the ocean. You're like on the top of the ocean.
Yeah.
And
That's
after
fun.
your period of time, you get
Okay.
picked back up and taken back.
Gotcha.
The idea is that
Like a
you're like not
spa
a burden
experience?
to like the economy while you're doing that or something.
No, it's more like it's kind of messaging about like how this company is not helping the environment at all.
Oh,
Mhm.
heard.
But they're like putting out this image of we're a health and wellness company and we want people to be well.
Oh, fair enough. Word.
There's
So, like, real
several
life.
several like themes and stuff in here. I thought it was pretty good. It felt like Black Mirror. So if you
Oh.
if you like
Yeah.
if you like Black Mirror, the show, you would probably appreciate this. I wish I had they're called well pods. I wish I had one. Not in the middle of the ocean. That's scary, but
Right.
like in
I
my
never did that
backyard, I think
part.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, we're in the
um,
ocean.
You just lock yourself in there. And you don't have to come out really
You
because
could do that anywhere.
no,
put 'em
but
on a
it
satellite.
like makes your lunch and stuff.
Like also like Spy Kids.
Yes.
Sick.
How
Exactly.
big is this pod?
The ones
Is it like a house? Or?
yeah, the ones
like a
on the
houseboat,
ocean,
basically.
they're pretty big, but
Are you awake?
I'm literally just
Yes.
imagining like you're like in a coffin and they just throw you in the ocean.
Uh-huh.
like in deep sleep.
No,
yeah, that's
no,
that's
no,
how I
no.
am
No.
imagining it.
It's not like cryogenic or anything like that. No, they don't really tell you exactly. It sounds like it's pretty, like the size of maybe a studio apartment kind of
Oh, wow.
situation, but like
Okay.
parts of
That's
the
gonna take
pod,
up the whole ocean.
parts of the pod, like
Ocean's
It's
fucking
only-
big.
this is
It's
only
big,
for-
babe. It's
also
huge.
only accessible for really rich people. So
Okay,
don't
I
you
guess
know
that
get
makes
it.
a little bit better.
Don't get excited. You
Don't get
can't do it.
excited.
Sorry, pores.
that was one of the other cool things about this, the way they described how the well pod operates, because it like shifts automatically. Like when you get up out of bed, it's like a Murphy bed kind of a thing where it pulls, so that's how it's small, but it has everything you could possibly need. Anyways, it was a little people. Yeah, it was a little twisty. The plot. What do you have to say?
Anytime I hear about Murphy beds, I think about that white lady singing "I want to be ninja."
What?
You guys don't know that the inventor of the Murphy bed also sang that song. You've heard.
I don't know if it's the inventor.
I feel like
it's
Murphy
like
beds
his
have been
wife or something.
around
She's
for
like,
so long.
I don't even know.
No,
fake.
she invented.
She did not.
She's the heiress. I think
Murphy
of the Murphy
beds
bed.
have been around
That's what it is.
for
She's the
so
heiress of the
long.
Murphy bed.
Yes.
I don't know about that. When I think of Murphy beds, I think
need
of The Sims and how your sim can sometimes die in the Murphy bed because it'll just pop up in the middle of the night.
She sings a
When they die.
racist
She sings a racist
song.
Asian song about wanting to be a ninja, and you could see like in the crowd there is like an Asian lady like just standing there, just kind of like emotionless, just witnessing this, and there's
everyone else is like clapping along.
There's like white people just sitting like next to her, like woo.
Oh wait, I think I know
And
what video you're talking about. Now that
yeah.
you're describing.
She was-
Oh
Well, cut that.
Yeah, we gotta cut that
We
part.
might cut the whole thing.
I gave that a 3 out of 5. I thought it was fun and it was fine. Then I read Of Poison and Passion by Mallory Wanless. I don't know. This was another indie book, and it was pretty good. This was a novella fantasy. The female main character is kind of witch adjacent. She's like a fae person or something, and does like cool potions and poisons. It is a novella, and the spicy romance stuff happens really fast, which always irritates me. But
want the
Need
slow burn.
foreplay even in a book.
it is like super short, and there's a dozen of them, so I think that it's just not for me. It's not written for me. There's a sect of people that appreciate that and want that, and here you go, do this one. I gave it a 3 out of 5 though, because it was well written, and I did enjoy the characters, and like the world building was pretty good. That's
On to
book
the next
corner
page.
for me. I'm gonna save these for next time, so maybe I'll have a
Mazel tov.
normal amount.
Thank you, Nikki.
I read or I listened to the 3rd and 4th Dungeon Crawler Carl books, I think.
Very nice.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th. The Dungeon Anarchist Cookbook. What I was saying about what I was saying.
Before I heard about it.
What I was saying about the second one was I didn't feel like it was like a big journey as much as the first one, and I didn't think it was as epic. It was a lot shorter. This one fixes all of that. There are way more human characters. As much as they kind of want you to care about the NPCs and stuff, but they also kind of don't, and that's it's a weird dynamic where they're like, there are people, but they're not. They're like mind controlled, and they won't exist after the floor closes. So kind of care, kind of don't. It's just a weird dynamic. So having other crawlers, there were so many other crawlers in this one, and it was way, I think, more interesting because of that. And it expands on Katya's character, who you end up liking a lot. She's kind of boring, and I kind of didn't expect her to continue with the party. And the way that she continues with the party is super interesting. They make her a useful, interesting character that I really liked. The conceit of this floor is a bunch of trains, and it's intentionally confusing. It's called the Iron Tangle, so it's intentionally confusing. But it's confusing, I think, to a little bit the detriment of the story, because I didn't fully understand what was happening. Sometimes I'm like, I have no fucking idea where they are, and it could be an issue of listening to it versus sitting down and reading it, because maybe I could go back and reread a little bit to understand the geography of everything. But like, they're talking about it, like it's confusing intentionally up to a point, but then the characters are talking about it in a way that it feels like you should know what's happening, and I just didn't know what was happening. So, but other than that, I liked it a lot. I would give that one a half star more than whatever I gave book 2. Book 4 I also finished. It was okay. It was very good. I think I liked book 3 more. It feels like it's going to be in every other thing, because this one was also a little shorter, but there was more interesting dynamics with other crawlers, and the way they mix up what crawlers he's with from book to book is good. But then there are ways that they still are in contact and talk to crawlers from the earlier books, so you keep up with them and what's going on with them. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about that one. It's fine. It's pretty good. It's the Gate of the Feral Gods. Dungeon Crawler called the Gate of the Feral Gods. I don't have anything. I will give it whatever I rated book 2.
I'm excited to read more of that series, even though you have not had a super positive review of 50% of it so far.
But I'm still I think I still gave like 3.5 or 4 stars to book 2 and also book 4 by association. But they're just not as strong, I think, as 1 and 3, because 1 was fresh and new and interesting. 3 had a lot of interesting character dynamics, and they didn't do the weird quest stuff. Like in book 2, it just felt like the quest literally didn't matter. You didn't fully understand what was happening, and it didn't really matter. And that's sort of a thing they do in these books a lot, is he finds the easiest way to cheese his objectives, basically, because it is so video game-esque. And sometimes it's like, okay, we actually skipped parts of this quest, which is kind of interesting as I think it's really interesting as like a concept for writing a book, but it does kind of like, okay, well, it didn't super matter, I guess, which, like, why did we go through all that if it doesn't matter? I don't know. But I like that series. I'm going to keep reading down that series. I'm almost done with book 2 of the Children of Time series, Children of Ruin. That book is fucking awesome, and I love this series so much, and I love how it's written, and I love how the audio book narrator speaks, and I love all the sci-fi concepts. It's just so good. I'll talk about it more.
He forced me to turn off my audiobook so he could turn his audiobook on the other day.
Audiobook off.
Well, you were whatever. Whatever.
Doing audiobook.
We were in a room where you were leaving, and I was
in there the whole time.
Whatever. That's all the
domestic
books.
bliss.
What did you read, Rachel?
I read Yesteryear. Speaking of domestic bliss, yes, Yesteryear is about to become a film adaptation, and that's sort of how I heard about it. But it's been like in Book Talk space for a little while. All the girlies are talking about it. Admittedly, if there hadn't been so much hype, I probably would not have read it. And if there wasn't a movie being made, I probably wouldn't have finished it, honestly. It wasn't great. There was a lot of build-up about, like, a twist at the end that I guess you could categorize as a twist, but I wasn't blown away by it. It was good. It's about, like, a tradwife influencer from now times who gets somehow transplanted back into, like, an old homestead, who actually has to survive, actually has to have old-timey unmedicated birth. Like, it gets real.
I feel like this concept just sounds so awesome because I hate the tradwife thing happening.
I liked a few things about it, but the story just, like, could have been a little bit stronger and could have made stronger points about that. That's what I was hoping for.
Okay, fair.
The character, like, the tradwife character, you hear, like, her narration and her, like, inner dialogue, and it's what you expect, like, a tradwife influencer to be. It's not like and everything's perfect, and I love my children. It's that bitch, that slut. I can't stand her. I'm so much better than her. This is why I'm doing better. It's, like, very, like, vindictive internally, but also kind of self-depreciating. And her husband sounds like a nightmare man-child, which, like, also unfortunately tracks. So it has things to say. I just wish it had a little bit more of a point to make about it. But the character is pretty compelling, and you really do start to have sympathy for her because she goes through some pretty real shit. Because I don't care what your politics are, I wouldn't wish old-timey, unmedicated, old-time healthcare birth on anybody who doesn't want it that way, because that sounds horrible. So there's interesting character development. There is technically a twist, but, like, I would rate the twist like a 4 out of 10. It was not very good. Overall, I would rate the book like a 7.5. I gave the extra half point because I do think it's a timely discussion, and I think that's good for everybody to have. Like, I think it's prompting important conversations societally, and I think it takes it on in a funny way that will bring more people into it. So I like that, but I just wish it was, like, a little bit smarter, a little bit more clever, or at least had something more definitive to say at the end. But, you know,
just at the end being like,
I just like had really high expectations for it because of all the hype, and it just like wasn't as good as it could have been. So the writing was pretty good, the narration was good, the character development was interesting, but it could have been better.
I might still read it.
No, I think, especially if you want to watch the movie, like I eventually want to watch the movie, so like yeah, it'd be good to add
it to my. I think I have like 64 books right now in my, and that's not including just books I have on my bookshelf. So.
How do you have so many books to read when you read so many books?
Because I keep.
Why do they go in?
It's a constant list, and people keep writing them.
Why do you have so many VHS tapes?
It's Ouroboros.
I don't plan on reading or watching all of them. Some of
I have
them are just for the vibe.
I have a bookshelf that I have read, and I have a bookshelf that I have not read, and I'm going to make my way through the other one. But yeah, that's the only book I have.
Okay, any more books, Josiah?
Nope.
Okay, we're going to take one more quick little break, and then we'll be back with TV shows and video games.
Reading accessories. What shows did you guys
watch? Hold on, we got to intro back in because we took a break. Yeah.
Welcome back.
That was great. Thanks, Nikki.
TV shows.
I have one that I'm very excited about, so I do want to talk about it.
Okay, go on.
I watched the Decameron on Netflix.
Okay.
It's really great. There's only one season of it, but it's set in like 1340s Florence during.
Is that plague time?
During the pestilence.
Hell yeah.
The pestilence.
I'm in. It's all like sort of like newer, kind of getting off the ground kind of actors and actresses. So I didn't recognize more than like one of them from like side characters from other shows. But that's sort of why it was fun. They all had like real like Renaissance-esque faces, which I really appreciated.
Nice.
There was not like over, at least that I noticed, not like over like
it wasn't Matt
Botox
Damon.
Face or Matt Damon.
It wasn't Charlie,
anybody that would be distracting.
Charlize Theron.
And the whole plot is it's the pestilence. The plague is killing everybody all across Florence. Florence is not where you want to be. You want to try to make your way to the countryside to survive. And so there's like a villa that a bunch of noble families who are like adjacently connected to the people who live there end up at. But like half of the people who are really important to their connections to the villa die in the process of them getting there. So they have to like fake their identities and like it's sort of like a murder mystery, but the murders are happening through the plague. So like there's nobody to blame. It's just like you lied about them being dead and now we don't know who's real. And it's just like really funny. The characters are really funny. It was a really fun watch. I wish there was more seasons of it. I hope they make more of it. But you know, it's the plague and everybody dies. So I don't know how much. I don't know how much of a story you would have to write after you kill everybody.
How do you?
But
wait, what is it on?
Netflix, the Decameron.
Do more people die in that or in Grey's Anatomy?
I've never watched Grey's Anatomy.
I don't think more people could die in
Than in
anything than in
Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy somehow.
I don't know how many people like actually make it through the end. But it's the plague in 1348, so we know everybody dies pretty much. So I liked it a lot. It was really funny. It was smart, and the costumes were really great. I would totally recommend.
I'm sold.
It's scratching my
what did you rate it?
little medieval itch, like a 9 out of 10. It was really fun.
Epic. Josiah, what TV show did you watch?
There's roughly over 200 characters that have died in Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, he was fact checking us.
I was just looking. I've watched 2 seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Hell yeah!
You know, I think that Rachel. So it's one of Rachel's favorite shows.
I'm tickled by this.
But and I think
love
she
this
usually
show.
says it best that you know, I think that if it weren't like 100% solely about cops, it would be a better show.
I say that all the time. It would be a perfect show if it was like about the post office employees.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Do they do a lot of actual cop work in
They
that show?
do. There will be like
They
a lot of things take
and they're
place.
they're pretty
Yeah, there's
reverent
stuff that
about the cops
takes
for real.
stuff.
That's my one critique
Yeah.
about the show as a whole.
There's stuff that takes place during stakeouts. They will be doing like actual like so their conversations and their A/B plots are happening. Like it's almost like it's interesting because the investigation is happening, and so it's almost like a C plot, but the A plot is happening while they are actively doing the C plot. And so there's a lot of it's cool that it happens. It's like a lot of cop shows that you'll see where there's they're making jokes, and I think a lot of the comedy is pretty spot on. I think a lot of the character interactions are pretty good.
The characters are great.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. There's a couple of those like silly, sitcom-y like, oh, this is happening right now sort of joke that like they're like nuts sort of thing, like that stuff like that. It's kind of happening every now and again.
But you imagine shitty cops making stupid jokes.
Yeah, but
you
but
do.
it's like and then they do like kind of the cutaways that happen like Family Guy where they're like
cutaways.
They're always like a little walkie-talkie, like and then it cuts to them doing some little shit, and then they cut back, and so but God, they're just some really good characters in there, like, and they all have like these very unique things about them that make them feel a little bit more fleshed out than other characters from other TV shows and things like that. I think that it's pretty good. I would say both seasons are probably at least an 8. I think they're really funny.
Who's your favorite character or characters?
I think
so
Raymond Holt is my favorite. Captain Raymond Holt. He's
Rest
the
in
best.
peace.
They got this Juilliard trained actor. Yeah, rest in peace. But then he's playing an openly gay captain on the police force
and black.
Yeah, and black since the 80s. He's been black.
Wow. There are
he's been gay all his life.
Flashbacks to the 80s. Oh.
But yeah, it'll be like him.
Nothing.
He's been an openly gay cop since the 80s, but so he's like through adversity and everything, he's been, like, he's persevered, but he has a very flat personality. But like it'll cut back to him in the 80s, and he has an afro and a mustache, and he's like, kicking the shit out of some guy, and he's like saying one-liners, and
That's awesome.
It's so great.
but yeah, it's
That's
great.
awesome.
And then so it's a lot. There's like a lot of open conversation about his sexuality, and not like necessarily like him, like what his sexual proclivities are, but like just about him being gay. His husband appears often, and they're both pretty much like straight, like they're very monotone voices and very professional and very like educated and poised,
Square, not straight.
Not straight. Straight characters, not.
That was a funny geometry conversation.
they're straight gay men, but no. So
Didn't know they had those.
yeah, they make them nowadays. But it's
I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
it's a pretty good show. So yeah, I'd say 8 out of 10 at least.
I have watched all of it. I'm interested to see how your rating changes as you watch more of it, because it is so wonderful. The whole show is, all till the end. But they do, like, throughout the show, they take on like a few more serious things. Like in later seasons, they address like racial profiling and other like issues in like New York policing that have come up in the news. So they address stuff like that, which I appreciate, but they're still pretty reverent about policing in general. But one of my faves. I'm so glad you're watching it. It has been so fun to watch with you.
Okay. What TV shows do you have, Rachel?
I watched the new season of The Four Seasons.
You watched it?
I did.
I have not watched
Without
it, but
Josiah.
the first
did.
season of the first season of the Four Seasons is fantastic.
Judgmental.
Interesting. Interesting you would do that.
Sorry.
We did watch them. We did watch them, but we watched them separate originally. The first season. Of the Four
Yeah,
Seasons.
I was
Okay,
gonna say
okay.
we didn't watch
So
it.
she'll watch the second. I'll watch the second season.
Well,
inevitably.
Was it
And
like
that's
a show
okay.
breakup? I'm
Oh,
sorry. No, it was cute. I liked the new season. There's good character development, and it kind of goes in ways that you don't expect throughout the season. So, like, honestly, those twists were better than the one in Yesteryear. Honestly,
Fuck Yesteryear.
I
man.
didn't wholeheartedly dislike it. It just could have been better.
Got a toe liquor.
Toe liquor strikes again. But
I have a name.
Yeah, Josiah, stop.
That off mic. But
That's the second foot thing that I've said this time, because I was talking about cleaning feet earlier. I don't.
my
I'm
God.
not obsessed with
People
feet.
get stepped on in the Odyssey.
People get stepped on. Babe, we're watch.
That is true. That is true.
there's no foot stuff in the Four Seasons.
I don't know what that
can
is.
tell. The Four Seasons. It's a remake of an older show.
Movie, right?
Was it a movie?
I think it was a movie.
I actually don't know. I've never watched the original. All I know is the original has Alan Alda and the funny redheaded lady. What's her name?
Reba?
Reba is so
Ro-
funny. No, Mary
Reba
Tyler
now.
Moore. She's earlier. than that. But it's Tina Fey and
Carol Burnett.
Carol
Burnett.
Burnett and Coleman
Okay.
Domingo and
so it's some olds.
yes, older
Okay.
like older SNL type people, like funny, but it's not like slapstick kind of funny. It's like interpersonal relationship kind of ironic funny. People really do like nip at each other, and it's interesting to see like midlife crises happening in those kinds of dynamics. And that's sort of what happens. So it's older people that
They're in their 50s or
yes,
yeah,
they're in
usually
their 50s. I think in the first season they even go to like a college reunion. But the like premise of each season is the 4 seasons are they meet every 3 months. Like they have like a trip that they all meet somewhere else every season. So one episode is spring and one episode is summer and one
gotcha.
episode
Cute.
is fall and one episode is winter, and like the life developments that have changed and what happens on those trips and what
I
develops
like
after.
that concept.
It's a cute concept. They go to really interesting locations. Interesting stuff happens to the characters that you really don't expect. There was like kind of an unexpected thing that happened at the end of the first season. That you really don't know how they're going to resolve it in season 2, and they just like dive right into
Well,
it.
it happened almost halfway through the first
I know,
season.
but
It was a
I
little
just
over, like
didn't know
episode
where
5.
it was going to go from
Yeah.
there, you know? And they really did take it somewhere. So
But
I liked where they took it, and they had interesting things to say. I think it was it's very like timely. They make very like only will be understood by people right now kind of joke. So I think we'll look back on it in like 20 years and be like, that's so funny.
But it was originally a movie.
Okay.
And then there was a TV spinoff
Oh, okay.
that
See, I
happened.
didn't know that.
So it came out in 81 as a movie. Then there was a spinoff. And then this is a remake.
Like Stargate.
Right.
Do not
exactly
talk about
like Stargate,
please.
And then they touch tips. Cute.
Would you rate it?
I liked it. It was cute. 7.5, 8 out of 10. I like Tina Fey a lot. I like her style of comedy. So.
She's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? Any other shows?
Oh, wait, I watched a docuseries. I'll be quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Go off.
I did watch The American Experiment on Netflix.
Okay.
I did watch it right around the 4th of July.
Oh.
It is it's a documentary about the American Revolution. And mostly it's about the Revolutionary War and what happened before and immediately after. It is what you expect. It could have critiqued the American colonists a little bit more, but like that's always true of any American Revolution story. The true heroes of any American Revolution story are the white landowning men, of course. So that's a critique I have of it, but the episode about the Constitution did make me cry. I'm a political science geek, and
there it is.
That's the most beautiful doctrine that's ever been written.
It was it was
My son!
my rights. Yes, it was.
That's my right. That's my Constitution.
It was very
That's my founding
moving.
Can't be infringed upon!
That's my longest lasting founding document.
Well, it was good to hear it in such an optimistic way, as we're seeing so many infringements upon our very in front of our own very eyes, you know. So it was grounding in that way. I know you guys. I believe deeply in democracy. That's not a super popular thing to talk about right now, but I really do. So I needed a little bit of optimism. It did that. There's also like a Ken Burns documentary that I don't have access to all of it right now. That is much longer and is much more frank about the exclusion of Native American people and the exploitation of American people. And
It's a
Native
very
American
famous
people.
documentary, right?
The Ken Burns one?
Yeah.
It's like brand new. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm thinking of the Civil War.
Yes,
Ken
that
Burns
one.
documentary.
That one is
Same
very,
shit.
very, super not, but
I mean, the same
Sure.
kind of some of the same shit was happening.
It's a little different.
a little different. I'll give you that. But no, this is like a new Ken Burns. Like
Okay.
he released it this year.
That's a lie.
But I watched the first episode of that, and that one I can already tell is going to be better than this because of the way it handles those things. But it also is longer, so they just have more time to handle stuff. I don't know if this documentary would have handled those things if it was longer, but it's the one I had access to. So I'm not surprised that the one on Netflix is a little bit less critical.
Sure.
So, I would give it, for like the sake of its patriotism and optimism, 7.
Okay. All right.
Not bad, but it could be better. I have definitely seen better documentaries about America.
Okay. We'll talk about House of the Dragon probably next time.
Is it all gonna be out by then?
Once we
No.
We're not. We just.
we're not caught up.
okay.
We watched season 1.
Oh, okay.
Well,
long story
we can
short,
talk about it when
we
we're
like it.
Yeah,
I have stuff to
But
say
we'll
about
talk about
season
it
2,
once
so.
we finish season 2.
Fun.
perfect.
Josiah, finish us off with a video game.
I played a video game.
The best, whatever you think is like the best video game of 2011.
I think one of the best video games of 2011. Some people would say Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Portal 2.
Sick.
Portal 2 is a video game, the sequel to Valve's Portal.
Uh-huh.
Essentially, it's called Portal 2 because it has a co-op mode where you can play.
And it is the second Portal that also adds to
got a co-op mode
Where everybody contributes to the house.
where you
like a
put
co-op?
two little robots. And
No, the profits are it's a profit share.
I figured.
So
Sorry.
the premise of Portal 2.
Are you going to talk about the co-op or the single player?
Talk about the co-op.
Oh my god.
Who'd you play the co-op with?
Beep.
Played the co-op with
Our friend Bleep.
our friend, and it was a good old time. Essentially, you're trying in the co-op, at least, you are a couple of robots, and you are being forced to do these tests, and you have to try to solve them using your portal guns. You have a Portal 1 and then a Portal 2. And
Stop.
Come on, let me do it. You have you create portals, and you can go through them, and you have to do all sorts of different little tricks in order to, play with gravity, play with momentum, and just all sorts of little sneaky little ways of
Fun
skillfully
puzzles.
The way
going
they
through your
introduce concepts and then
Yeah.
build on those concepts throughout the game is so good.
So what they'll do is it's
Masterful.
usually a level starts off and you get like a little something they'll show you. They'll show you, for instance, it'll be a block, or it'll be a little turret, or it'll be some slime, and they'll
Some
show
goo.
you some goo, and they'll show you kind of what the goo does. And they're like, this goo makes you bounce really, really high, and they're like, this goo makes you slide really fast. Or they go, they're like, okay, this one's going to be all about momentum-based propulsion. So you have to kind of practice gaining speed by jumping, like putting a portal on the ceiling and on the floor, and then you jump into the floor, and you just gain speed going up
Classic.
and through that. And then somebody else will set up a portal, and they will shoot you across the room. And so a lot of it's just kind of putting your heads together and thinking through. There would be times where we would burn through a level real quick, boom. And then there'd be another time where you kind of have to sit there and you have to think about it. And you're like, okay, well, we got to try this. And you're like, there was this one level where we kind of got, the way that we had to solve it was pretty straightforward, but it just, when we tried it the first time, it didn't work. And so we just went, well, that's obviously not it. It's got to be this really convoluted way of doing it. And so we'd spend like 20 minutes trying to do this really almost game-breaking way of trying to solve this. And then you're like, well, let's go back and try that very first thing that we did. And then it works instantly. You're like, well, shit, I guess we're just
I'm kind of surprised
stupid.
by that, because I feel like those games are very polished and very good about that. It's like you never feel like once you get so off track, you feel like you're doing something crazy. You're like, well, this doesn't feel right. Surely this isn't the solution.
And then I think that was kind of the thing, is that like we just didn't do it right. Like, didn't like do the initial thing correctly or to the extent that we should have. And so we kind of gave up on it pretty quickly, because I think we're just trying to think of like, oh, there's all these different things. It's got to be like, there's got to be another way to do this.
Have you played the single player?
I played the single player of the original Portal,
But not Portal 2. You should play Portal 2's single player. It's very, very good. It's like 4 times as long as Portal 1's single player, and there's a lot more to it, I think. It's really good.
Okay, I mean, I know there's cake in that one.
Yeah.
I want cake.
Whatever.
Jump
Anyway,
into, I don't get it.
what did you rate the co-op of Portal 2?
Co-op 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
that's nice.
It's just like a...
You guys had such a nice time together.
We did. It was good bonding.
That's so nice.
But it's just like, it's fluid, and the game works so well.
It's tight as hell.
It's tight. There's nothing better than it. The physics work. You're like, this is a game that's 15 years old at this point, and the physics are just sometimes are light years ahead of some games that are coming out right now.
Pretty much the last big single-player game from Valve.
From Valve, yeah.
Yeah, with 2011. That's so sad. There was Half-Life Alyx and other
Half-Life
shit, but
Alyx is like, every time Valve does something, it's the the top of the field.
Yeah, because
And-
they don't have to do anything less because they
Yeah.
just have infinite money glitch with Steam. So.
Yeah, Half-Life Alyx is I haven't played VR in a long time, but at the time of it coming out, was the best, most polished VR game there was ever. Like, it just worked so well, and everything about it was so functional. It was perfect.
Okay, let's finish unless somebody has something quick.
Super ultra lightning, babe.
We saw a bunch of cool stuff while we were in DC.
We
saw
went to Washington, D.C.
Many museums and lots of cool art.
Saw some
They beat
really old paintings.
they
Saw
beat
some really
DC.
monuments, and we
monuments.
also saw an emptied out reflection pool, and we did take a picture of that.
Yup.
The first time it was empty.
The first time, yes.
It was covered by a long ass tarp.
very big.
They make
tarp.
tarps like that.
Big ass
Goddamn.
Big
tarp.
ass tarp.
It's the size of the Empire State Building.
They
or
make they
something.
only have to make the one. They have to make the one tarp. They use it for the one thing.
And that one is why I
Jesus.
needed some American optimism.
Okay.
On that note.
On that note, we'll be done. Thank you for listening. If you have any anything to say, any disagreements, any suggestions, any corrections, send it to whatwebeatlastweek@gmail.com. You wouldn't think that you can do emails that long, but you can.
We
It's a
can.
real
We
email
did.
address.
We have it. Please.
And we
no
wanna
one has
hear from
emailed
you.
us.
Please.
Tell
Mom.
us your hot takes.
Leanne.
Shout out to Leanne, number one fan. Love you,
Number
girl.
one fan.
Number one fan, Leanne. This one's dedicated to truckers and Leanne.
Tuckers and Leanne.
And Leanne's mom, who just dropped off a box full of VHS tapes for me today.
Mhm.
Bye.
Love you,
Bye.
bye. Love you, bye.
Rate and review and like and subscribe.
Hit the bell. Thanks for all you've shown us.
You guys are just like so numb to
This is how we feel. Joey had to tell me to stop singing The Gambler, I think it was. Is that what I kept saying? I just kept going.
So softly singing it into his microphone.
I just
while
kept
we're
going.
playing. I'm like, stop.
You gotta know and hold them.
when you're recording or when you guys are playing a game.
We're playing a game.
No. I just kind of.
I've never really watched him play.
That's valid to ask you to stop that.
But he didn't ask. He went. Stop.
I was like, stop singing that song so,
So
softly into
softly.
your microphone.
He said, sing it louder for me.
Commit.
Oh god.